Hello, gamers and geeks, and welcome to another D&D session. I'm Anthony, I'm the DM, and I run games of Dungeons & Dragons on the Games and Geekery Discord server. As you can see, we had been talking about cats before we started playing. Cat conversation continues. Would the players like to introduce their character? Oh, we're playing Blood Feud. We're on the 18th episode. I decided to call this one Home Sweet Hovel because they've returned to their grody little shack in the Necropolis. Would the players like to introduce their characters, please?
I'll go ahead. I'm playing Aru Yutaku. He's the artificer, wizard, darkling of the group.
Yay!
He just recently got his wizard subclass.
Mm-hmm.
What that is, you guys will all find out soon. It's a surprise tool that will help us later.
Okay.
Okay.
I can see it on your character sheet, though, so, you know.
Yep, you can, but none of the other players can.
The people at home might be able to see it. Anyway.
None of us should be watching the stream.
Okay. Who next?
Hi, my name is Nightwatch. I am a Warforged, Cleric of Soluna. Praise the moon.
Praise the moon!
Yep.
Cool. Who's next, Nightwatch? Who should be next?
Scarlet. I choose you.
Yay. Amanda, would you be so kind as to unmute yourself and introduce your character?
Yes.
Excellent.
I am what am I?
A magma method.
A magma method, yes, but I was thinking of the background because I like to say Outlander because it sounds
Yes.
cool.
Yes, you're an outlander.
And I'm
Magma method barbarian. Yes.
yeah.
Raw. Just,
Oh, and my name's Scarlet.
yeah, Scarlet, the Flying Fury. To be fair, Outlander background is one of the best. I also like Urchin, particularly if you want to be a rogue, for reasons. Who's next, Scarlet? Who are you gonna throw under the bus?
Who hasn't gone?
So Malrock Doom, Malrock Doom Rider rather, hasn't gone. Sooty hasn't gone, and Ebba hasn't gone.
Malrock.
Deanne.
And Deanne. Why isn't Deanne's character sheet up here? Hold on. Weird glitchy freaking thing. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, you're volunteering Malrock. Cool. Voting Malrock. Rob! Rob.
I am Rob. I play Malrock. One of my newest creations, actually. He is a paladin sorcerer, reborn.
Mm-hmm. It's funny. One of my newest creations. It sounds like Dr. Frankenstein.
You're Frankenstein, yeah.
And you're reborn,
Well,
so it's appropriate.
He is Goliath-sized, too,
Yes.
so
Yep.
perfect.
Mm-hmm. You pretty much are the creature. Yep. Okay. Who's next, Malrock? Sooty, Ebba, or Deanne?
Do Deanne.
Deanne!
Alright. That's fair. I am Deanne. I am the Dampier Warlock of the Undead.
Mm-hmm.
And Sooty can go next.
Short and sweet.
I play Turkey, the slightly feral and apathetic tiefling. Sport druid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And you're a little bit away from your microphone at the moment.
Is this better?
That's much better.
Much.
Yes.
Yay. I nominate Deanne.
No,
Diane's just
the only
gone.
one is Emma, I believe.
Only Ebba is left, I'm afraid.
I get up to close a
Yes.
window and like half the group's gone. Ebba, I choose you.
Yeah.
As if there was a
You,
choice left.
Yeah. Me or nobody, basically.
Yeah.
So I play Ebba, who is a half-drow necromancer wizard reborn.
Yeah. Very cool. Okay. So, what happened last time we played?
We had a conversation with the head of the Mindflayer under Coal City,
The Ulithrid.
and decided that maybe it was a good time to execute a strategic withdrawal
Mhm.
and head home.
Yes.
And so, on our way back to Necropolis, we passed by a rather large group of goblins collecting some sort of material.
Ah, yes.
And we asked them what they were doing. Didn't want to be very forthcoming, but with a little bit of
Persuasion.
F you, you're telling me, or I'm eating you. They kind of spilled the beans as to what they were collecting, which turned out to be a bunch of terror scheme in hopes of raising a terrace to destroy the Necropolis. This did not sit well with anybody.
Nope.
So the poor goblins all got
Killed.
destroyed by fire or
Yeah.
tears in the reality of space-time,
Yeah.
magic in the moonlight, or a sword, or axe.
They got
whatever it
absolutely destroyed. Yeah.
Um,
They tried to escape and you did not let them.
no, we did not. We made them pay for their transgressions. A few people paraskene items. I think we collected as much as we could carry, but
Yeah, you're carrying as much as you could have carried. Yes.
we had to leave a good chunk of it there. Made our way back down to the Necropolis. Reported into the guild, and like, why were you fighting Mindflayers? They were in our way. Kind of makes sense, I guess. Nothing stops them anyway. And they were like, oh, goblin. Oh, paraskene. Where was this exactly? We need to make sure that the night guard knows where this is, so they can go collect that, dispose of it properly, because that could be troublesome.
Yes.
There is one thing we do need to find out later. But yeah. So after having done that and gone to talk with the night hag, whose name is escaping me at the moment.
Anathema.
Yeah, why did I want to feel like Gemma? So Anathema.
Mm-hmm. It's basically a mispronunciation of anathema.
Yeah, but for some reason I'm going to throw a J in it somewhere that it doesn't belong, and my brain is a scrambled mess.
That's okay. No worries.
But But yeah, we talked to her briefly, where City basically said, "Hey, I'm sticking with these people for a while. Fight me." Yeah. And then we got the three new party members signed up with the guild,
Sorry?
including a spiffy marble. Is what you? Or was it granite? Some sort of stone type of badge for
Yes.
our magma method member.
Yeah.
Obsidian?
So that
It's
what?
I know you don't want to go away, but you're going away.
Obsidian?
No, it was. I don't think it was obsidian.
that would be cool, but no, I was thinking maybe either granite or soapstone or something like that.
Fair enough.
Something red and polished.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, it was. I couldn't remember exactly what it was, but I remember it was stone. I've had a week, so my brain's not fully functional.
No worries.
And then we all went and rested in our rundown shack of house that we own, mostly because it's the least likely place to have people looking for us.
Mm-hmm.
So we could kind of do so in relative peace and quiet.
Uh-huh.
And that's what happened.
Okay. Toby. That's
Oh.
been weird lately. Anyway.
Something to say, it seems.
He keeps demanding attention, and then when I pet him, he snaps at me.
That is weird.
Mm-hmm.
I pet, but that does not mean you can touch me.
Mm-hmm.
Is it when you pet him anywhere, or is it just a specific spot?
It depends on his mood. Sometimes he doesn't like a particular spot on his back. This time it was his head.
The reason I ask is because if it's a spot and the same spot every time, you might need to have that spot checked.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah. But no, he's just
Sorry.
being random and frustrating. Anyway, let's get back to the game.
I apologize.
No worries, no worries. So, yes, you're all in your hovel at the moment. Hiding out there, thinking everything's going to be okay. And you had a long rest. And
Yep.
leveled up, I believe.
Yes, we did.
Yep.
Yes. Is there anything in particular you would have been doing on your downtime?
I'm rather heavy, and I just
During the
I'll look up this one.
sometime during the 4 hours when the reborn come out of their
Mm-hmm.
rest cycle,
Mm-hmm.
Deanne would turn to Eva. Eva, did you find anything interesting when you were going through goblin bodies?
But did you
I don't
pick up?
think I did, actually. They just had lots of. They each had lots of
Weapons.
just like a scimitar each, and leather armor.
Mm-hmm.
Don't remember if I picked something particular up. Did I pick something particular up?
I don't think you did.
I can't remember who it was, but somebody noticed a tattoo. Right?
Oh yeah, it was a tattoo, like a kind of a skull tattoo.
Okay, so
Distorted skull with lines through it. Did it have lines through it? And some of them had more lines, and some of them had fewer lines.
Yep, that. So not something you picked up, but something you saw. That
Wasn't there?
Skin.
Wasn't there also a mostly burned note?
Yes.
It didn't
Out of
really say
character.
much.
The note basically said we need to find more Taraskin. We don't have enough. We need to find more.
Yeah, if we were hoping to find out where the goblins were from, we briefly raised one to try and interrogate him, didn't we? But he also didn't give it away.
Wait,
Where
Anthony,
they were actually coming from.
Mm-hmm.
can I make a history check?
What are you
when
hoping?
the first goblins we encountered, can I make a history check if we saw this and them when we were looting?
Oh, you're trying to remember if the original squad of goblins had those same marks on them?
Yeah,
Go for it.
because you said that they've been trying, so is it the same group, a clan, or is it separate clans saying they own this place? That's a 27 with a nat 20.
Nice.
You remember seeing... you remember that one of the goblins you killed was also one of the guild goblins that kicked your ass previously.
Okay. So they are from the same clan.
Mm-hmm. They didn't have as many crossed out skulls on them that time.
That's fair. We were a level.
Who's got a good insight?
Night Watch?
Yeah, Night Watch.
Night Watch. Yeah. Night Watch, it would occur to you that each of these crossed out skulls that they had marked on their bodies was a tally of sorts. Every crossed out skull represented a kill, or in the case of the undead, a destruction.
I relayed it to the group.
These goblins have got a personal vendetta against the undead.
Yeah, and
their tally, every time they manage to destroy one, they're marking it on their skin.
I'm going to speak up. That makes sense. They do think this is their city. At least it's not multiple clans attacking us, right?
Well, as far as we know, at least.
Yeah, but we don't know like how large. Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Should we go goblin hunting? Maybe get rid of these little pests before they become an issue.
To answer your question, Nancy, Nightwatch said but we don't know how big the main camp is.
This is true.
I don't want to leave.
By the way,
We also don't have any information about where it is either, do we? Because we tried to get that information, but we failed.
Amanda, this is a magma method. The top one is the version that was in Baldur's Gate 3 video game. The bottom one is the illustration that's in the monster manual. But basically, you're a small flying elemental made of magma.
Good thing you aren't a class that wears armor.
Sorry, I just don't want
Yeah. Because it would be heated up to melting point constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, our job is not goblin elimination. Job is message deliveries.
Yes.
We'll just kill them if they come across us.
We can always see if there's a message that
We have
is
the
going
night
to the
guard
goblins.
ready protection. They don't need us interfering in their work.
Mm-hmm.
That's true, but can we agree on if we do come across them and attack us, we will kill them?
Oh, absolutely.
Obviously, I'm not suggesting that we don't defend ourselves. That would be crazy talk. As he snaps his finger over his traveling clothes, the same shimmering sort of thing that Ebba's often covered in covers his body.
Fair enough.
During long rest, I'd be casting Find Familiar, Anthony.
What does your familiar look like?
It's going to be a weasel.
A weasel?
Weasel, but ferret is what. There's not really any. Deanne got the bat, and that's the only other thing that really fits.
So you're going to be. It's going to be a ferret. Is it a?
Yeah.
Flesh and does it appear to be a living ferret, or is it some sort of undead ferret?
I'd like it to be like mechanical to match like being an artificer.
Okay. Robo ferret, cyber ferret.
Yeah.
Did you pick up coal?
What's he going to be called? Or she?
It's going to be called Rob. Not Rob, sorry. Ron. Ron Ferret.
Ron?
That was my old ferret's name. I gotta find where I put this ferret's name. No, that's not the one. Oh, yeah, I went really basic for it. I forgot. It's called Bolt.
I mean...
The ferret is called Bolt?
Oh yeah, I'm still on the wagon.
Yeah.
As in nuts and bolts?
Like the
Yeah.
dog in that film.
Yeah, but he was named after a
Super
bolt
dog.
of lightning rather than a mechanical bolt.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, if we're all up and ready, we should probably head to the guild. Pick some new jobs and get back to doing what we do best and getting paid.
Yeah. That reminds me. Yes. So you're gonna head to the guild hall to pick up some work. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you want to do on the way?
Yep.
Well, I've got 20 so far.
Oh, Rob said something.
Move along the way because I don't get to kill goblins.
Yeah,
I want
if
to
you
bring what I brought to a smith to see if we can, if they can do anything.
The Trasking.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, there's stuff.
As you're walking through town, you see several cartloads of Taraskin being brought in. Several confused-looking ghouls sniffing around it, because he looks like meat, but he doesn't smell like meat.
Food? Not food? Confused.
Of course, it's under full guard.
Inedible meat.
Yes. Some of the sneakier members of society are trying to get close and snatch a bit, just because.
Not our problem.
Mm-hmm.
No, but the way they're guarding it, maybe we don't flash that we have some if we don't want it taken away.
I guess we used to go down right instead of left, though.
It's being taken to the counting house, basically the fantasy equivalent of a bank.
Huh.
Probably
Maybe
mainly because it's one of the most secure buildings in the
Not with
Necropolis.
a wagon. Charlie tried that once and it did not end well.
Probably.
Second only to Magister's Tower.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine maybe be better that the dwarves would probably have more like experience with Terraskin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are the miners. Well, carvers?
Alright,
I don't know.
so we're looking for jobs that take us to the Dwarven lands and anything to deal with the Fae.
Mm-hmm.
For certain. I assume, Eva, you would like see if we have anything going to the sea again. Just because you really like looking out over the ocean or big bodies of water. So either Port Holwyn or Radaman would be jobs for that. As for everybody else,
Yeah, no, I'm good. I more or less just... Unless there's news on where the great heroes are, I'm good.
On where the what?
I would still like to
Great heroes.
Great heroes. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I
we
would
need
like
to
to-
find 5, don't we? At some point.
Not really, unless,
Yeah, but that can wait.
Dan
Can't
looks
we just
around.
keep a lookout for these things, can't we?
Yeah, we can definitely keep a lookout for things, but not necessarily be focused on it. And I know you would love to be able to talk to him directly or whatever, but
Yeah, I know. Our situation is not great.
Deanne will literally just open his mouth, normal smile, so that his fangs are clearly present. Then look to Eva, look to Aru, look to Scarlet. We are what they would be fighting.
That's true. I mean,
I'll just send a letter.
Ebba passes off somewhat as a... If you get her the right clothing.
On really close inspection, you can tell the difference. And I would personally rather not run the risk, unless, of course, for some reason there was a job to deliver something to them.
Yeah, no, I understand. Let's not go out searching, and
Right,
also
but
to be
if we
fair,
run across any town, any ruins of towns that look like your Paradise Realm, or anything else, or stories, villages or towns having been whatever, we can keep that information. I'm just saying, let's just kind of try to focus on what we are good at and what we're actually, employed to do, which is deliver packages, messages, warnings, whatever the job actually says we have to deliver, but big deliverers, courier. At least for a little bit.
So
there has been
no, I get that. I get that, and I can completely agree. I just more or less just let's just focus on doing our job. So I get that, Deanne.
I watched.
Yeah.
I'm not just trying to convince you.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. We need to do our job. It's true.
Are you still heading to either a smith or a stonemason to see if they can make the Taraskin into anything, or are you keeping it hidden from the citizens of the Necropolis for now?
Just remember to get some more cigarettes.
That is up to the people who have it.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep it hidden for now. I'll find one eventually,
Well,
or I'll learn how to do it myself.
Yeah.
Malrock?
I guess I'll bring it to whichever one would be better suited for it.
Well, it is stone. So
Yeah.
perhaps rather than taking it to somebody who works with metal, bring it to somebody who works with stone.
Yeah, so a stonemason would be better.
I've got a really dumb and random question, actually.
Yes.
But can I do a history check to see if there's an undead dwarf smith in the Necropolis?
A smith that happens to be a dwarf who also happens to be undead. Okay.
I mean, It's not impossible.
It's not.
It could happen.
It's not. It's not impossible. Go for it.
It'd probably be your best bet too.
Mm-hmm.
How about a 27 with a nat 20?
Yeah.
Damn, our history checks are spot on.
Yeah, don't
There's a,
jinx it.
there is a Dwerger who has managed to thanks to the Dwerger just being masters of self-control, has managed to prevent himself becoming a mindless cannibal, even though he is technically a ghoul.
Alright.
I think I know someone we can go to. Just be prepared for them to be very surly.
Oh, you can find now, finally.
I'm sure we'll understand why when we get there. And I will try to find said.
You know how to get there.
Okay. So I will take us to.
Ready? Yep.
Dauerfang. Let's call him Dauerfang.
Okay.
It's his nickname.
It's so dour.
Yeah, Dauerfang. So yeah. So this grey dwarf looks even more unusual than normal grey dwarfs because he's bald. His ears have become pointed. His facial features are a little bat-like. Like his normally large, bulbous dwarven nose is upturned a little bit, and
like last time we went out, I think, so
pointed. And of course, he's got fangs in his mouth, and you see him filing down his claws as you come in. Fucking things always grow back. I'm not supposed to work with these fucking claws.
Learn to adapt and overcome.
If you remove the nail entirely, it's possible that they won't grow back.
easy.
No, the process is painful. Actually, you're undead. You don't feel things.
Do you want me to try it with you first? See if the theory holds.
Aru, undead actually feel they just don't usually express it unless they're of the higher statures, which our friend here is obviously not a mindless beast.
But I'm also
So-
not highborn enough to be a vampire. Fucking tainted blood.
I have no control over that, and I'm not in a much better situation, so.
Huh. Oh, yeah, you're half alive. What the fuck do you want anyway?
Marla, Aru, I brought you here.
We have a generous supply, I'd say, of what people are calling Terraskine. I was wondering if you'd be able to make something out of it.
Sorry. Wrong thing.
You know that I'm a smith, right? Look,
Hey, I wasn't the one who came here.
lucky for you, I am versed in working with various gemstones, including life glass. Maybe I can work your gemstone for you as well. Or whatever mineral this is. Let's have a look and see what I can do with it. Well, come on then, hand me over a piece.
Aru's going to hand over one of his pieces. Screw it.
How big a chunk are you giving him?
Let's say about a fifth size.
A fifth
first.
size.
Yeah.
Alright.
I have more, but just to see if, like, the test on.
Let's see what we're dealing with here. And he places it on his anvil, makes sure that it's balanced and that it's not going to move, that it's stable, and then goes and gets one of his big mauls, one of his smithing hammers, and with a mighty grunt he brings the hammer down hard on the Taraskin. And the head of the hammer shatters.
Oh dear.
I don't think any of my tools are going to be able to do a thing to that.
Try hitting it with itself.
What would you need to be able to work with it?
Well, the stuff looks pretty hard. Maybe if I had some tools that were made of the same stuff. Kind of like when you use a diamond edge tool to cut diamonds.
Maybe we should have been more forthcoming. Yeah, we told you what to call it. Would you like to know what it actually is?
Do I want to know what it actually is?
Probably not, actually.
I mean, it looks like petrified meat of some kind.
Oh, it's petrified trask.
Really?
Mined by your cousins on the surface.
They're mining Tarask.
Yeah, don't ask me. And then they sell it to other people.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised that some of the necromancers haven't been interested in this stuff.
Oh, they probably are, but they have all of it. We found a group of goblins collecting it. We have a small tribe. Yeah, they were trying to regrow the Trask.
Well, that's what I was going to point out. Can you feel it? This stuff's alive.
Yeah.
It's a hunk of petrified flesh, and it's still alive.
Yeah, because it's in its dormant mode. The only thing I can hazard a guess is they think if they keep taking chunks out of it, they can keep it dormant forever. I don't know. Frasks are.
Do you understand what this stuff means to the undead?
An endless food supply, perhaps. Endless ways to power magic doodads by sucking the energy out of it by life.
Yeah. But on a base level, the lower level undead, the ones that can't think for themselves, will be driven mad trying to destroy this thing. Trying to snuff out the life that they detect in it.
Which is why it's in the second most guarded building in the Necropolis.
How did you manage to get... Well, you got it straight from the goblins, you said. Yeah.
Yeah, and we mostly carry it around in a bag of holding.
Alright. But yeah, you're absolutely right. If they can figure out how
Full remember. Unless you're calling it.
those who became undead because they were interested in immortality will definitely want to study this stuff. Because this is immortal in its purest form.
Alright, well, thank you for trying. Sorry we broke. And I'm sorry I laughed, but it's just...
You should be careful about how much you laugh. You don't want the pleasure demons getting you.
Yeah, there is that. I don't suppose you know who might be able to work this, or what tools might be able to work it? Like where you would get anything like that?
Like I said, we may have to start just by banging the rocks together until we've got a sharp edge, and then use that sharp edge as our tool to continue breaking them. Getting increasingly more refined with each attempt.
What if you had a longsword that was overgrown with this?
You've got a longsword made of Tarascine.
Yes, along with almost 285 pounds worth of Tarascine.
I may need to meditate. I feel myself getting excited. This is dangerous.
Don't worry, the demons can't get you. They're a little distracted at the moment, I think.
Oh, so.
Well, we saw one dealing with one of your friends, but it was more like a marriage. And the other... There's...
Let's go with the simple explanation. You're undead now, and the demons do not care as much for the undead as they do the living. We don't provide them enough sustenance.
That too.
That is true. My soul has long since departed this form. But old habits die hard.
Yeah.
Was that fun?
No.
Yeah, I'm a couple days.
Are you sure?
I don't kid.
No,
I don't joke, and I don't make puns.
I don't do mirth. I don't do merriness. All I do. Speaking of, we've got jobs.
Yeah, we got jobs.
And if we find any that take us to land, we might find the tool.
Would you leave me that longsword so I can study it?
Well,
sure,
that's okay.
I don't mind. If you're going to help us out, I don't mind leaving it all with you.
I will take good care of it, and will continue to try and find a way to work with it. Seeing the sword and how it was made
No, just us two.
will be helpful.
Not going to leave Lip on his own because he got kidnapped.
I will hand over all the Tarascine product I have.
Okay, cool. So you had the long sword and a big pile of the stones, right? Who's got the armor?
Yes. Oh, I think I had the armor as well. There was like bits and pieces of plate.
Yeah, bits and pieces of plate armor that where you wouldn't be able to wear it because the crystals are growing inward as well as outward from it, so it wouldn't fit anymore. But yes, unless you're into penance like pain.
I was gonna say an Iron Maiden type of armor.
Iron Maiden armor Does anybody know the Marvel character Penance?
Yeah.
I know where you are. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was originally named something else. Happened to him,
What about
and then in order
6
to
in a bit?
soup with X on the inside to
Yeah.
cause himself.
Yeah.
And eventually, I think he actually got over the mental block and went back to.
Yeah. He recovered. He recovered, but he was edgy as fuck for a while.
Yeah.
I'm fueled by my pain. Anyway,
Alright.
so you're leaving all your Taraskin. You're leaving. Malrock is leaving all his Taraskin with Dawafang. Cool. All right.
We're never staked out again, aren't we?
You don't know. So
if he does anything and
take a
don't
chance.
see it again, I'll kill him myself. I'm an Oathbreaker. What do
he's
I care?
already dead. Well, this is the also thing. Don't you have some control over the undead or at least at higher levels?
Oh yeah. By the way, if I get into a fight with him and lose, I'll just come back as a Death Knight and kill him again.
Yeah, it's not like we don't have people who can eventually, just take him over.
Yeah. Dance, puppet, dance. Anyway. Oh, shut up, Toby.
Dance, puppet, dance. Toby, shut up.
He's growling at me.
Perfect.
He's now attacking my feet. Okay.
What the?
Toby,
Oh,
quit it.
Okay.
Dance, fuck, dance.
Oh, you didn't eat that bread I gave you before. What's that, Toby? Anyway, I think him and his hero group was not able to spot a villain that can explode and it can... Yeah. Anyway, so you are leaving Dawafang with his pile of Taraskin, and you're heading to the guild hall, yes?
yes. Yes, we are.
Cool. So, your guildmaster greets you warmly as you arrive.
Hi, sir.
Hello. How are you all today?
Same as we are every day.
Sorry?
Deanne, you go.
Same as we are every day.
Yeah. Well, if you were lively, I'd be worried.
Yeah. I don't do lively.
Yeah, no, we're just ghoulish.
That's the ticket.
So any
Got some new-
jobs?
Oh yeah, got some new ones just posted on the board today.
Nice.
Ooh.
Got a couple for you that are in your neighborhood, Aru.
Oh?
Yeah.
Finally, it's been forever.
Yeah, go check it out.
He runs to the board.
Okay.
He hasn't been this excited in a while.
After scanning the board a couple of times, you find the two jobs that he's referring to. One of which is a request to collect as many Fey, to capture as many Fey creatures as you can, and bring them back to a certain lich here in the Necropolis.
Oh, this one's an easy job. Do we have... I need to get the collars. I can't find those here. He's muttering about how to do this job out loud.
And the other...
Sorry, did you just say something?
the other Fey-related job is a request from an Arch-Fey, kinda. She's become an Arch-Fey. She wasn't originally. But her name is Baghra. Queen Baghra. And she wants as many disembodied hands and eyeballs as you can possibly bring to her.
Huh. What am I thinking? This is normal for us. Guys, look! They're easy jobs!
Easiest way to one fire me.
One of them about slaving your own kind.
It's common practice.
That's
They kill
supposed
my-
to mean.
They kill my own kind all the time. What's the difference?
Well, you see, there are. Never mind.
I'm not gonna touch it. Just politics.
If the Fae amongst you is okay with it, then how bad can it be?
I don't think we. In order to do the one, many magic items. Many copies of the same magical item.
Shoot, out of character, I know this. Would Aru know the Fey weakness because it would affect him too?
Fey weakness? To cold iron?
Yeah, and collars of it stop us. And it's also silver, I believe.
No, just cold iron.
Just cold iron? Okay. So it's not that rare. Well, actually, it is pretty rare, but it's not the rarest thing.
Because the first thing Deanne thinks of is
Iron flask?
Yes, that's the
one.
The first thing that Aru would probably think of is the thing he's supposed to avoid.
Dimensional shackles? Cages?
The iron. He's Fey as well, so all their negatives affect him.
I don't know why.
Except they don't in D&D, but whatever.
Yeah. D&D.
One of the jobs Eva is asking for an eyeball by a powerful Fey creature. So
eyeballs and hands. Eyeballs and hands.
I can assume potions. So we are quite attuned to those.
I'm sorry, what?
Probably potions and spells. Fey are naturally attuned to magic.
Does anybody want to see if they know who Queen Baghra is?
I know.
I'd like to. History? I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
History or insight?
History. Deanne knows.
Fitting.
And Ebba knows. Okay.
Sooty does not.
Sooty does not. Okay. So, Ebba and Deanne as well, but I think out of character Deanne already. I think Jeff already knows. But oh, and Malrock as well. Okay. So Ebba, Malrock, and Deanne all know that an adventurer, an orcish adventurer, became so powerful and so well renowned that she not only caught the attention of an avatar of Grumsh himself and had children with them, but slew a coven of hags that were dominating and controlling a town in the Feywild, and made herself the new queen. And at that point she was and she became so powerful that she became Archfey and had to send agents. She'd already figured out how to. Well, one of the magic items that she acquired during her adventures was apparently the hand and eye of Vecna, and she managed to create reanimated Fey/undead creatures called Watchers, that were basically just a hand with an eyeball set into the palm that would spy for her and let her know what's going on in the world.
Think of a bigger thing from Adam's family that I set in.
Yes. But the thing kind of scuttles fingers first. These Watchers tend to go the other ways with their with the palm raised up, so that they can see where they're going. Does that make sense?
What?
And yeah.
Question: does it?
Go on.
Does it like move like, the part of the hand that's touch the stub?
It walks on its fingers.
Okay.
Guys, we saw one of these earlier in the campaign.
Yes. Yes, you've seen them before. She wants more.
Yeah. Wait, is she the only controller of them, or does she sell them as well?
Her daughter has some degree of control over them too.
Okay.
What exactly do we have to do with her? She's requested that you deliver as many hands and eyes to her as possible.
So, killing spree.
Eyes and hands ourselves.
She wants disembodied hands and eyeballs. Now, it's up to you. Do you want to see if you can acquire them from some other means? Or do you want to collect them yourself? Sorry? I'm sure you can. You could probably talk to a fleshmonger.
Yeah, but it probably won't be profitable. Or would it?
Hey, Aru.
Yeah?
Does the hands and eyes have to be organic?
Yes. Because it's undead. If it wasn't organic, then it'd be a robot, like what I can do.
I think what Nightwatch is suggesting is that maybe, rather than harvesting lots of hands and eyes from people, you could maybe offer to create a fleet of little animated constructs that do the same thing.
True.
What if we go hunting for more of these goblins? Yeah, they could be goblin hands and eyes. I'm sure she'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
And also I guess Nightwatch will ask a question to Gimbal. Question: when you created me, did you use cold iron?
Well, it cools eventually. But I forged and machined a lot of your parts myself. Some of you is iron and steel, but there's other parts of you, of course, that are brass and silver, and then there's the components that are wood or stone, and yeah.
Yeah. Alright. The idea I'm forming in my head is that we could harvest the deceased warforgers out in the desert. They would have iron and materials to make the eyes and arms. Does that make any sense?
So
Or you know,
Go on, Dan.
or you know, we could take some other jobs, travel
Yeah, that's true.
when things inevitably
There's also
get in our way.
there are also people farms down in the Necropolis.
Yeah. I also should know how to be able to make mechanical hangs.
It
Sorry?
would probably be.
Oh, you go ahead, Ebba. Sorry.
I was going to say, I think it'd probably be faster to either go to the flesh farms or go goblin hunting. And go all the way to the desert, 'cause desert's quite far, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the goblins or the farm would probably be better.
Okay.
And goblins are easy to kill. At least somewhat easy. We won't have too much of a death risk. Unless we're stupid. Actually, we'll have a great death risk.
Okay, so
the downside of simply buying all the hands and eyes you need is that you'd have to buy them.
And we might not get a profit. We could actually lose a lot of money.
Potentially. Assuming the Fae even give you money.
Exactly, yeah. We don't know what it would give, so... Wait, is there a quest reward? Like, it tells us what's the payment, or just do this and we'll give you some...
The one by Queen Bagheera says you'll be rewarded handsomely. So it's vague.
Face.
And the Lich is willing to pay in gold, magic items, or souls.
Is there a time limit? Or is like if we can keep doing these quests, like, hey, we go capture a few Faes, bring them back, we go again, like, over time? Or is this like, hey, you need to get a certain amount by a certain time period?
Well, I'm sure if you do a good job and they have need of more, I'm sure that they would come to you for more.
Okay.
But of course, the longer you put off doing the first job in the first place, the less they'll be impressed when you eventually deliver
That's fair.
the shipment. So, do you want to look to see if there's other jobs, or are you happy to take one or both of these?
I was gonna look over at Deanne with bleeding eyes.
What's Ebba saying?
Emma doesn't really mind whichever jobs people want to do. She's happy. Just go along with it.
Night watch.
I'm good with whatever.
Scarlet. Sooty? Anyone else?
anyone else what?
There, what are we doing? Which jobs are you taking?
I'm just looking over at Deanne, like, please. He's got the puppy dog eyes on, which does not match his face at all. It's quite ugly.
I'll be giving you guidance.
Persuasion.
Yeah, roll persuasion. With a d4.
Yeah. 11.
11.
Please.
That sucks.
It's average, so it won't hurt his opinion. Actually, it's Dan. That will definitely hurt his opinion.
Okay, my stuff was cutting in and out. What just happened?
So they're all trying to, well, Aru in particular is trying to convince you that they should take one of these jobs, particular, and so do farewell jobs.
Right. I kind of figured that. But there's 7 of us. We can legitimately take 7 jobs.
Mm-hmm.
So...
True, but they might not be in the same place, is the thing.
It won't be.
Have they ever been in the same place?
These 2 are. They can be, at least.
They can. They don't necessarily have to be, because there are enough bait creatures that inevitably wind up in the material plane. We could hunt them.
That brings up a good point. How would we get to the Feywild?
There are thinning places, which you may not like, where you wind up in Feywild and go through where the barriers are thin in some areas.
I know how to get a general idea to get to the Fey Dark. We tried going from there to the Fey Wild.
Yeah. I mean,
Anthony, I assume I know how to, since I got to the material plane.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, but the quickest and easiest way to get to the Feywild from here would be to try and gain entrance. Do you need something, hon?
Hmm?
Do you need something? You look like you're trying to get my attention.
I was thinking of going to put food on, but there's probably food.
Do you want me to go put your food in the microwave?
Yeah, it's fine. We can do it.
You sure?
But you're in the middle of that, though, so.
Yeah, but I'm already distracted now. Because I noticed that you wanted something.
I mean, if you're okay.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna wait, so. We're here. Okay.
No worries.
It might be cool, but does it have to be humanoid eyes and hands?
No, just normal. It's gotta be. It's probably just hands and eyes, with proportionate sizes.
I think our best bet would be, for the hands and eyes, our best bet would be to head towards the farms. On the backside, where the no longer living bodies are, before they're sent off to the butchers, whatnot, and acquire them from there.
The downside, though, is
It's not like a...
we might have to pay for those, though, and yeah, they're not that. The hands and eyes aren't really worth anything, but it's still something, and we don't know how much we're getting paid. Whereas if we,
like I keep saying, we take I mean, I know you want to get there as fast as possible, Aru, but if we don't have the materials to do it...
We have a general idea where we can get a bunch of quick materials. Actually, that might be a job on the board. No, we're not adventurers, so it wouldn't be here. But the corpses I have an idea. Dan. I know you said post it off, but let's hunt the goblins, grab the hands and eyes, and sell their corpses.
You all just want to go goblin for whatever reason.
Oh,
I know
it's not that they're goblin. It's because they're weak and there's a lot of them.
I know.
Less
they're
risky than fighting a lich.
I know that they're smelly, obnoxious little cretins, but
Maybe we could try the City of Gate.
I would. God.
True, we could kill a bunch of nobodies.
I wouldn't say that. I would say maybe to see if there's a butcher shop that's low on normal meats.
Why wouldn't you just bring it back? We know we're always low on supply. Anyway, okay. So, what I'm understanding is you want to collect the hands and eyes, head into the Feywild, make that delivery. While there, attempt to capture as many Fey as we can, bring them back, hand them over to the Lich. Is that what I'm understanding, Alvaro?
Yes.
Wait, wouldn't that like make like whatever Faye that's in charge of region?
So, okay. What I was trying to say is that there is, yes, there are places in the Underdark where you can find a passage through to the Feydark, or even the Shadowfell. But there is also an access to the Feywild in the sea caves south of Port Alwyn.
Where the lich?
Sorry?
Where the lich is.
Where the Alpha is.
Where the what?
The Lich Mindflayer.
Yes. But there also is this mystical place called the Cavern of One Mind. It, the entrance to this cavern isn't always there, but if it is there, that would be an access to the Feywild. Yes. By the way, one of the other, if anybody else is looking at the job board, there are some other jobs that might catch your eye. In particular, there is one requesting the delivery of Necropolis compost to a farm south of Rataman.
Grabbing that one.
Yeah, that one sounds good. Any other jobs on the board?
There is a job from Anathema that just says, "Go fuck yourself."
A job, huh?
What's the pay?
What's the pay?
Fucking yourself.
I think I know how to make that attachment. Watch.
How do you prove you've done it? You know.
Hey, Sooty,
Evidence.
Hey, Sooty, I think I found a job that was specifically posted for you.
Yep. Yes, it was. It was specifically posted for Sooty.
Oh, God.
And there's a note at the bottom that says, "For any careers other than Sooty, please turn over."
Turnover.
Anathema is requesting the delivery of a human baby girl.
I flip it back over.
What was that, Night Watch?
Hags will be hagging.
Yeah.
Oh, my replacement. Yes, exactly. She's shopping
Does it
around
look
for a
like-
new city.
Wait a minute. How like kidnap a baby, or did she already like have a ordained or
Mm-mm.
date someone?
She's not asking for any
Any
specific baby. She just wants a human baby girl.
And the other one was the. So I'm just writing these down. So hands and eyes for Bagheera, Orc, Queen, Gronch person. Faye for the Lich. Anathema wants baby human girl. And the farm.
The farm wants Necropolis compost.
Fertilizer.
Yes.
Necro compost.
Necro fertilizer. Yep.
Maybe we could supply that just on our own, couldn't we? Sorry, just to be crude. We could just go and say, okay, where would you want it?
Ew.
And then just lay bricks.
Except for the fact that
you probably don't have the quantities they're looking for contained within you.
Yeah. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
And half of us
Ever doesn't eat anything anyway.
I was gonna say half of us don't eat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is true. It's very true. Okay, is there any other jobs we can see?
Yes.
4 jobs is alright, isn't it? But
That's 4 so far. But Diane wants 7, I believe.
I don't necessarily need 7. I'm just saying that we could theoretically up to 7.
Mm-hmm. This is true.
So if there's the only other thing I would be looking for is anything headed towards in close to the dwarven. There's nothing there this time. I'll look the next time we're in town because I'm not picky or pushy.
There is there's an interesting note from an elfin wizard called Asgarad, who has a very sensitive job that he wishes to. He wants to have you come to his tower, where he will give you the details in person.
okay, Elf Wizard Asgard, sensitive Asgarad.
Alsgarad.
Job.
Alsgarad. Yep.
Alsgarad. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds like something Eva would like. Going to Wizard Tower. That sounds like something that she would be happy to do because she was looking out for things, anything to do with history or magical antiquities.
Mm-hmm. Nothing for the dwarves.
Cool. All right. So we've decided that we're going to.
There is one other job. One of the shopkeepers in the Necropolis has ordered a shipment of honey from a bee farm on the surface, and he wants the couriers to go fetch it for him.
That's a
payment on delivery.
That sounds like a quick, easy, no frills job.
Unless it's those certain bees.
The location of the meteorite is north of the Darkwoods. It's that bee farm.
Yeah. Well, but it still sounds like it should be a quick, jaunty job that really shouldn't push our limits.
Yep. So, that's the jobs that are available. Which are you going to do first?
I think as much as I don't want to do it this way, I think the party has decided that we're going to go goblin hunting for eyes and hands.
Okay.
I knew you'd come around, Deanne.
When I come around. All right. Where are you gonna
I
go?
didn't think that, like, if I didn't want to get in trouble for jumping our own people, I would just say we jump the next shipment of bodies being taken from the farms to the ghouls and take those bodies, cut their hands and eyes off, and deliver the things. But I'm not going to get in trouble for attacking our own people.
Malrock says he's up for any job except the child one.
I think we're all against the child one.
I'm not.
You're okay with delivering a baby girl to the hag?
Hags will be hagging.
Fair enough.
Didn't you have a van? You won't do anything against children.
However, if the hag harms the child in a noticeable way, I then have an excuse to kill the hag.
Okay, let's not let's just steal like a innocent baby from just like a bad home. Can we all agree to that? Or from orphanage?
So
Like,
find a mistreated child.
I'm not purposely looking. I'm not going to purposely be looking for something. But if we run across like an abandoned child, an abandoned baby girl, or a really bad off family,
or you kill some assholes and find out that they had a kid.
right? Something like that. Like if we run across it, I might fulfill it, but I'm not like going to just start randomly breaking into people's houses.
Yeah.
Going, give me your children.
Sooty is saying you want to put a kid what I went through. Do you want to put a kid through what I went through?
Dan, you read too many fairy tales. Babies just don't show up in cribs. Do I need to give you the talk?
For fuck's sake, dude.
You know what I mean, Aru. And must I remind you that there is literally reality warping magic. Do not tell me they can not just appear in cribs.
How many jobs do you have?
I believe we have 5 or 6. Because we tentatively have the baby one.
Ebba wrote them all down, right? So, was there 6?
Okay, so I've got Hands and Eyes 1, A 2, Human Girl 3, Necrocompost 4, Elf Wizard 5, Bees Honey 6.
Yeah. So that means if you can't decide which one you want to do first, you could roll a d6, right?
D6, yeah.
That's very doable, especially considering 2 of them are theoretically extremely easy. Honestly, I think we could probably be working on 3 of them at once in a way.
Which 3?
Well, at least 2 of them. We could get the compost, start heading Underdark, hoping, keeping our eyes and ears open for goblins.
Mm-hmm. And the Feywild.
While we travel towards the area, so that we can come out and head to make the delivery to the farm at near Radaman. And once we have that, once we have enough hands and eyes, or what we think is enough, or as many as we can carry, or what have you, then we figure out how we're going into the Feywild, make that delivery, see if we can capture any Fey, come back, grab the honey, and then return both things back to the to the Necropolis.
Sounds like a plan.
Then making the tower one of the last things we do, just because it's most out of the way thing.
That does sound like a solid plan. Everyone okay with that route?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
What?
good
What?
to me.
You sound like you've got a butt there, Aru.
I'm confused. It just crossed my mind. Why does the necromancer want? Why does the lich want living corpses and living fae?
Think about
Nope.
it.
Their souls. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
My first thought was their bodies. No, their souls. Got
Wants
it.
the souls. He wants
Yeah.
the souls.
Because he's probably figured out how to actually use Fae to power him.
Uh-huh. And it would be... and they're... Fae being magical beings, they have... they're a little more potent than human souls.
10 times more potent.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so yeah, if nobody has major objection to this plan of action, I say we get started
So,
traveling.
first step is to acquire the fertilizer, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Actually, what level spell is Tiny Hut?
3rd, I believe.
Yeah, third.
Could somebody actually bring up the
Yeah.
spell?
Yep. Got it. 3rd level evocation. Requires a small crystal bead.
Which? Cool. I want to see if I. Is there any chance that I can buy a scroll of this somewhere?
Tiny hut. Yeah, probably.
Actually, I have that spell.
Nightwatch has the spell already.
Though the problem with Nightwatch is that, as a cleric, do you have that written down for Deanne to copy?
I'm pretty sure she's saying that she can just cast it.
Oh.
The problem with it is I've known us burn through our spell slots
Right.
in combat.
Now.
Whereas
So.
Whereas
any spellcaster can craft spell scrolls.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You ritual cast, you don't spend the spell slot, so that's not a problem.
If you have the spell prepared, which I also know that.
Actually, if you're a wizard, you only need to have the spell in your spell book to be able to ritual cast it.
Right. But what?
And it would just take 11 minutes to ritual cast it.
Yeah, because that's what I was going to have to do. Why can I never do anything?
Why are you what now?
I said, why can't I never do anything cool?
What are you trying to do? Sorry.
Nothing. Just being ridiculous. All right. Well, if we've got it covered, then cool. I don't need to worry about my money.
Yeah, I mean you can buy scrolls if you want. If there may be some trick that you have in mind that involves specifically the scroll version, so I'm kind of curious to see what that's going to end up being.
Actually, I need to buy 50 GP, or no. I actually don't have the money to copy a spell at that level yet. I need to get paid first, so it doesn't matter. Just realize I'm broke.
Yeah, scribing a spell scroll, found the rules for it. in Xanathar's. With time and patience, a spellcaster can transfer a spell to a scroll, creating a spell scroll. So for a 3rd level spell, would take, according to this, a week to copy out and cost 500 gold pieces. So it would probably be cheaper just to buy a spell scroll ready-made rather than...
But I just remembered I don't have the amount of money I need for a 3rd level spell.
Yeah. Okay.
Let them done.
Alright then. So,
we're heading on.
Need to get some fertilizer.
Yep.
Where do you think you would find large amounts of fertilizer?
Where the ghouls go
the human
do their
farm?
business? I don't know.
Where the what?
What farms?
From the farms. Yep.
Off to the farms we
Let's head
go.
over to the farms. Yep.
Yep.
Let's head over there. Very
Okay.
pleasant journey.
So of course, there's a you come close to the farms. You can see the pens. There's a double fence between the human pens and the rest of the necropolis, and various preventative measures to stop ghouls and skeletons and zombies from scaling the fence. or even to stop the humans from escaping, but it's more likely that, yeah. But anyway, you go to the main office, where a friendly-looking reborn is behind the counter. Well, hello folks, what can I do for you?
I show them the job.
Alright.
Can you put that in the bin behind you? It doesn't taste right.
Okay.
I didn't have it open for a while.
So you show him the courier order.
Yep.
Oh. Okay. So you're picking up the Dark Fae delivery. Gotcha.
Dark Fae?
Yeah, that's the name of the family that run the farm. We've sent them fertilizer before. Got 3 cartloads ready. Can you all drive?
Of course. I'm more hung up on the name.
Drive what?
Can you drive a cart pulled by a mule?
I see if I've done that before.
Do you have
You've
do you have proficiency with land vehicles?
That would see.
Oh, is that what it is? No. No.
Nope.
You have the other one, the sea vehicle proficiency.
Why would that help?
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is she has the one that we don't need.
You can well shape into a mule. Well, that's very nice, but
That takes care of one of the parts or whatever.
yeah.
I mean, maybe we can help each other out drive each cart.
I don't want to say. Want to
Can't
say
be that hard.
Well, let's try like some animal handling and see if it works.
Okay, Malrox can drive one of them. Sooty can pull another, so that leaves one cart.
Let me check something.
I got 3. Ooh, I got 21.
For what?
Animal handling, the horse.
Oh,
Mule.
okay. You haven't been introduced to the mules yet, but...
Oh,
okay.
yep, sorry.
Nope, that doesn't give me proficiency.
I don't want to say it. Several of us are strapping creatures. We might just hook the cars up to the people and have to pull them.
In theory, you could try to make a wagon train, have Sooty and one of the other mules at the head of the train, and have basically Malrock drive the whole train.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm sure with Aru's technical know-how, he can find a way to jury-rig the 3 carts together, right?
Yeah, let's try it.
All right. So, what do you think, Ms. Sooty? Do you like this plan? It'll be slow unless we add more fuels to the front. This is true. The more mules you've got leading. Yeah, Sooty's
My steel defender can help push.
Push?
I mean, pull.
Pull.
Push.
Plus, if we're goblin hunting, how fast do we want to go through the Underdark?
This is true.
Yeah.
But you also, I mean, if they're pulling 3 carts full of shit, you're gonna want to have them to not get exhausted too quickly. And if there's 2 or 3 of them sharing the load, that's better than having one is gonna get tired pretty darn quick.
Yeah, fair.
We're going to be slow anyway. Carts are slow. You can't go fast, especially with a load.
Yes.
You'd lose a wheel.
Yes, yeah, especially since you're going through cavern roads. There's going to be... there's going to be ruts and holes and cracks and streams and all kinds of shit you need to negotiate. So, Aru, make an Arcana skill check to see.
Ebba, can I? Not Ebba. Nightwalk. Yeah, can I get a guidance, please?
I guide you.
Thank you.
A little head pat.
You'll do it. Yay! Okay.
Guide you in your endeavors this day.
Okay. And yeah, with that 22, you not only figure out how to hook up the 3 wagons, but how to get more mules at the front.
When do you want to take the wagon to?
All right.
Yay.
15 minutes. Lovely.
So, all aboard the poop train.
Oh, Lord.
Probably pretty smelly.
Chugga chugga choo choo.
I'm gonna need a bath after this.
You're gonna need to what? The Poochoo Express! Nice one, Malrock. I like it.
Oh dear heavens, we all need help.
Okay. So, so yeah, you're taking the wide road. Alrighty. So yes, the guy gives you directions on which tunnel to take, which one is going to be wide enough to take the carts. And yeah, you head on your way. How do you want to arrange yourselves on the carts? I mean, technically, each cart still has a seat big enough for two, and Sooty is going to be helping to pull in wild shape, so one of you should be able to take shotgun with Malrock, with two more taking the seat on the second wagon, and the last of you on the third seat.
I watch you. You should be up front.
Aye, sir.
What was
Yeah, looking out.
Can do.
you want to be?
I was just going to say she'd like to sit with Night Watch.
Okay, well that's going to be 3 on the first seat. That's going to be a tight squeeze.
Oh, okay, no, then. Okay, Ebba will just take a seat on somewhere on a different cart.
Second or third?
Third.
Okay. And Scarlet, where would you like to sit? Scarlet? Now I'm assuming, Scarlet, well, actually it doesn't matter because you can fly, so wherever you're sitting you can just charge.
I'll be lightly hovering above where I'm sitting. I don't know where I'm sitting. I was gonna make a dirty joke, but I'm gonna not do that.
Yeah, you don't want to distract the driver. She was quickly watching this. Fair enough. Dion?
I'm going to take. I'm going to grab the last. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to sit by Ebba to watch our rear.
Okay. Okay. So that means
I said our.
Yeah. So that means Scarlet and Aru are in the middle. That just leaves one slight problem. Dimble Gimble.
He's on my lap.
He's on your lap.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Baby seat.
You're not leaving him behind?
Are you freaking insane? Do you know how much trouble he could get into in the Necropolis?
He's a lich.
He's already a mechanoid. Why would he need to become a lich?
I don't know, raise an undead army of like cyborg ghouls and ghosts.
He could indeed set up shop upgrading the undead.
No.
Probably with his own army and have a civil war on hands.
Okay, so you're keeping an eye on Dimble Gimble. I hear you. You could make him sit on one of the dirt piles. I mean,
we
hostage, basically.
We would have to wash him afterwards.
Prestidigitation, it's fine. But anyway, So, as you are heading through the tunnels, you will of course be keeping an eye out for various cave-dwelling things, right?
Yes.
Yep.
In particular,
Three things in particular.
you're looking for goblins in particular, aren't you?
Goblins would be the preferred thing, but if we run across a troll of Ow or Duergar, they have hands and eyes too.
This is true. Anything with hands and eyes.
Basically, yeah. What?
Okay.
I'm not even being that bad. Like, this is literally our job.
No, it's funny. I like it. It's good. Yeah. What? Okay.
On the road again.
Yes, I
Just
Going
can't.
places.
Country roads take us home.
Who dropped out?
Deanne's here.
Buddy.
It was Noodle.
Yeah, I can see that now.
Don't forget your meeting with Ziggy though.
Something. Hope everything's okay.
I'm checking.
It's about an hour.
No.
Okay, we're gonna have to try harder to make her feel included, I think. Ask her questions. Yay, you back? Yay, she's back. Yay.
Hey. Cool.
Okay. Is Sooty the mule doing anything in particular besides, pulling the cart? Along with the rest of the real mules. Typing. You can talk,
Two more.
That is a cool image.
Yeah, because we had two. I smelled the two we had this earlier.
I'm sorry, you're really quiet. What did you say?
For these ones, no.
Could probably be keeping an eye out for any danger.
That makes sense.
Sorry, I'm just a bit frustrated. Every time I try and talk, I get talked over.
Sometimes it's hard to even hear you, but if you let me know that you're trying to talk, I'll better. Yeah. Anyway, can you make a perception check for me? Since you are the one in the lead, after all.
+5.
Take boxes off.
Okay. So there's so much noise with the cart rattling behind you and everything that so much going on that you don't notice. Would anybody else like to make a perception check?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, I guess. Sorry, had to deal with someone. Well, not deal, help someone.
You have to help somebody. Okay.
Yeah, for work. They texted me. That is a 10. Definitely not beating Amanda.
Yeah, please don't beat Amanda. That's not very nice.
You were saying to,
Um,
do you have a horse which I could put this on?
So Scarlet and Diane would be the first to hear
But it won't be there.
what
after
sounds
the
like
storm.
pickaxes striking stone. And as you get closer, you start to hear yelling. Keep moving,
Sorry.
miserable little runts.
Taking them out, so I thought to start taking them out.
Put your backs into it. And as you get closer still, you see a side patch is getting mined out by a team of Sniff Neblin. And they're being yelled at by Durgar. So Sniff Neblin are the deep gnomes, by the way. The little dark skinned gnomes.
Okay.
And the Durgar are the Grey Dwarfs. So, yeah.
I gave 3.
I'm going to cast message over to Deanne. Are these prime targets?
They have hands and eyes.
They have hands and eyes.
Deanne is going to. I know that you said that the tunnel is wide enough for the cart, Anthony, but how tall?
It would probably have to be about 15 foot tall, just for clearance sake.
So. Got it. One. The carts are at least 5 feet tall.
Yeah.
And what is it up? What for your strength? I just missed.
What are you looking for?
I was trying to figure out if I could make it from the cart to the ceiling.
Oh, okay. So your vertical leap. Let's see. Oh, you've got a -1 for your strength. That's not fun.
Yeah,
how tall are you?
I think he's 6 foot something.
Okay. No. Someone would have to give you a boost.
No, that's fine. I was just kind of trying to figure it out. It's not really important, but I am going to try to give some indication that yes, these are things we can.
I'm pretty sure you can reply back with message.
You can. Yeah.
Then the answer comes back yes.
I'm going to cast message over to everyone like, hey, these are the guys we can target.
So, are you going to tell Malrock to halt the carts?
Yep. Yeah. Hey, Malrock, we found some people.
Malrock, your response would be? I know what Slutty's response is. Nay.
Sorry, what was that?
So you've been asked to halt the cart so that they can kill things.
Okay.
Okay. Alright then. So the wagons come to a stop a little past the entrance to this side tunnel. Aru says, nay to you too, Sooty. And you can speak back in message. But they're in mule form at the moment, so their message back would probably just be
Yeah, because it's message, not sending. It's not a whisper conversation, not mental communications.
I think Sooty would be easily able to get the point across. Nay, stamp, stamp.
nay, stamp, stamp. You're really quiet again, by the way, Sooty.
Oh, sorry.
In response, I'm going to go nay, stump, stump, stamp, stamp.
all
Nice.
via the message cantrip, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Nay, snot, snot, which translates to, so you kiss your mother with that mouth?
Alright.
Of course not.
So, how do you want to approach this side tunnel with the Dwerga slave drivers and the gnome slaves?
Stealthily.
I have a suggestion, but I'm a horse, so I can't say it.
Yes, fine.
You're probably going to have to come out of wild shape to help.
Well, the thing is, part of my suggestion involves
It's
me
fine.
staying as a mule.
Ah.
Can I say it anyway?
Yeah, out of character, and then we'll see if they can figure it out themselves in character. Does that make sense?
Have one or two of the horses pretend to get loose and literally run
probably take my
into
idea,
the Duragar, and maybe a few of them accidentally get killed in the panic.
But that would also potentially let your mules get killed, and then you'd have nothing but you left to pull the carts.
That's why City was going to be the one to run in.
Okay.
Thank you.
So Sooty's gonna run in mule form, and someone's gonna follow saying, "Help! The mule's gotten loose!" And in the meantime, you're just gonna be trampling Dwerga, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I know we're having a hard time hearing Sooty. I keep telling her that she needs to get close to the microphone, but
Can you hear me now?
yes, we can hear you now.
Okay.
Okay.
That's just a suggestion. I hope someone's got a better one, because that's all I can think of.
Anybody got a better plan?
Me and Dan stealth our way over there.
Sneak in.
Yeah, Malrock, you start up a conversation to distract. However way. Amanda, you hang back, try to, and get ready to. I don't think they're going to take kindly to a magma creature
Magma
nearby. Sooty, you're going to cause that. You're going to just go in trampling when the fight starts out. Night Watch, support, and Ebba, prepare the fireball. Sound like a plan?
Hey, I'm Malrock. I present to him.
Malrock is my plan is attack. What did you say? Sorry, Nightwatch?
Yeah, you'll attack. Just distract them first.
I was trying to give him the Holy Avenger.
Oh yes, yes, you've handed over the Holy Avenger sword.
Yeah.
I think you did that at the end of the last game too, didn't you? So he should have had time to attune to it. Yes.
Yeah, I just make sure, like, I didn't know if he, like, acknowledged it or not, so... Just making sure.
I absolutely missed that. Because I'm just very, very, very excited now. Because, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, we'll assume that you long rested with it and are now attuned to it, so that's fun. Are you guys rolling initiative?
That was my stealth check.
No. That was me activating Form of Bread.
Form of bread? I am the loaf.
Bread, not bread.
I don't. That stealth check was abysmal.
Yes.
Because I don't figure we're actually talk to them. They're digging way too. We can't have. I don't think we could have traveled that far.
No, yeah.
They're digging way too.
They're
digging
close.
way too close to the Necropolis. They are a threat.
I think I was saying talk to distract us, so me and you and could get behind them. Obviously, Aru isn't getting around nobody with that check.
All right. Well, you are gonna have the element of surprise anyway, because they're not expecting anybody. Let's roll initiative.
No.
Yay!
I think it just goes on.
Oh, damn, I'm rolling bad. Actually, I did roll that nat 20 earlier. Not rolling terrible.
Just at the moment.
Yeah.
Initiative, so of course I'm gonna roll like poop. So,
Okay.
Nah, I'm not going to waste it.
Plus nothing for the Durga. That's shit.
Chronomancer?
Everybody's guessing. You may as well just tell them, because everybody's...
Yeah, it's Chrono.
I knew it.
The only reason I knew it was on the initiative roll, because he's jumped up so much. I'm like, there's only one way that could be. He's
Yeah.
adding his intelligence. His initiative.
Or the Warcaster subclass does that as well.
Wait.
Yeah,
I
but
stopped looking for a moment to reply to a message. What did I miss?
Could you roll
we're rolling
initiative, please?
initiative.
Okay.
We're going in.
Watch the stream, you cheater!
They're not cheating, they're helping my viewing numbers. They're being nice. You should be doing it too.
Sugar, I forgot.
Hey, I kept quiet because I got to separate what's in game and what's out of game.
Yeah.
Dean, once you guessed, I thought you were guessing because I said I'm not going to waste it on the initiative roll.
No, it was simply the +7 because I wasn't aware of war made. Yeah, the having that I know because I played because one of my wizards was a Blade Singer Chronomancer.
Oh, it's under no.
The reason I went Chronomancer is because we just got the 2 tanks, so I didn't go Blade Singer, and this will help with saving throws for enemies and allies.
Yeah. So would divination, to be fair.
Yeah, but I like the initiative thing and the divination spell reduction.
I'm just saying, like, have you seen the one divination level 9 spell though?
Yeah, I'll never get 9th level spells though, unless we go really, really high.
You get them at like 17th level, I think. Or...
No, because I'm not full spellcaster yet.
Right, but you're a half caster for your. Let me see.
You get them at like 9.
You might be able to get them at 20th. You might be able to get them at 20th.
I'm going Artificer for the rest of these levels, so
oh,
if you like...
then you're not. No.
Yeah, it'd be a very long time.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Yeah, that's a different story.
Okay.
Alright.
So the gnomes would go first, but they're surprised, so they're gonna skip this round. And then it would be Nightwatch. And then Ebba. And then Scarlet. And Sooty. And then we're down to the single digits.
Sooty, you have this.
Yeah. Stop moving the page while I'm still copying stuff out. I have time to get a drink and snack then. Yes, you do. Arrow 9. Rock 9. Ah!
Wait, we're not going to kill the little deep gnomes, are we? Just the Dwergar.
Let's find out. Nightwatch.
Right. I'm going to cast Bless on Morok, Ebba, and what? Scarlet.
Okay. So Malrock, Ebba, and Scarlet have all received a blessing, giving you an extra D4 for your attack rolls and saving throws. You doing anything else, Nightwatch?
Nothing else besides like maybe spiritual weapon, but that's a spell, so no. I guess I'll move. I'll move 30 feet to draw their attention.
Okay, so you're stepping into the side tunnel? Okay.
Yes.
Ebba.
Okay, I am going to...
Ooh, you have a fear of confined spaces, don't you?
Put that in, yeah. Are we in a confined space?
Well, the tunnel that you're in at the moment is quite wide, but the tunnel that you're about to head down is narrower. But maybe you can just hang back and cast Fireball into the room. Kill everyone.
Yeah, I don't want to kill the little deep gnomes that are prisoners.
They'll be fine.
I'm going to... They will be fine. I'm going to cast Cause Fear down the tunnel. Won't hurt them to be scared.
Cause Fear.
They might run away instead of fighting us.
You awaken the sense of mortality in one creature you can see within range. The target must succeed on a wisdom save or become frightened. Alright, so you're aiming for one of the Durgar, I'm assuming?
Can I not cast it on one creature? Yeah, I'll aim at one of the Dwergar.
You can cast it on more than one creature if you do it at higher levels.
Okay, I'll cast it on 2 of the Dwergar then.
So you're using a second level spell slot?
I have 2 of them. Yep.
2d20. 2 and 13. One of them passes, the other one fails. So the one that fails is frightened of you.
Wait.
What?
Ebba's DC's that low?
Yes. Well, let me double check now, because now you got me wondering.
I thought, because I have a 14, mine should be lower than hers.
Okay. Well, let's double check. So her intelligence is 18. That gives her a +4 modifier.
Yeah.
+3 proficiency bonus still. Is that right? Yep.
Yep.
So that's +7 for the spell attack modifier. And if you add 8 to 7, you get 13, right?
No. 8 plus 7 is 15.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So...
6 plus 7 is 13.
True. True. Okay. Ebba, your spell save DC is actually 15. So both of them fail. So both of them are frightened of you. Which is means that neither of them can step any closer to you. And by extension, the rest of the party. And if they do make an attack against... if they do make an attack whilst you're still in line of sight, they will have disadvantage on their attacks. Okay. Scarlet. I'm assuming you're just going to charge?
Yes.
You're going to fly directly... Rage and fly directly at the nearest Dwerga, right?
Yeah, that was my plan.
Okay. Now you do have a fire breath, so if you wanted to, on your way in, you can foosh fire.
Ooh. Yes.
Okay. So it's only 15 foot. So let's have the same two Durgar trying to make a dex save. Ooh, one of them succeeds and is only going to take half. Go ahead and roll 2d6. Mr. DM, can you make marshmallows cannon in your wood?
World.
If you can figure out how to make marshmallows, then yeah. Do you know how they're made?
Some sort of
Aren't they made
sugar
Is it bone or sugar?
One Dwarga takes 6 points of damage, the other takes 3.
I'm gonna Google that.
Okay. At first I thought you wanted me to make a marshmallow cannon, like a big gun that fires marshmallows. Anyway, so you've gone fire and then once you're within range of one, you're going to hit with your great axe as well, right? Scarlet? Cool. So roll a d20 plus 7, please. With advantage, assuming you're doing it recklessly. Oh, hell yes, that hits. Go ahead and do 1d12 plus 6.
Roll what, sorry?
1d12 plus 6, please. 14 points of damage. Very cool.
Not bad, not.
That grey dwarf is looking very bloody. And Sooty.
A crazy mule?
You're just gonna go charging in there, trampling, right?
Yes, but mule Ghouls do not have a trampling charge, so I'm just going to stomp really good.
You do have hooves. Yes.
Yeah. Plus 2.
D20 plus 2.
It's a D. I did not expect to come across Sturga.
Okay, 16 does indeed hit. Yeah. Just.
Is it 1d4 or 2d4?
It's 1d4 plus 2 of bludgeoning damage. 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Eat all.
Yeah. Aru.
Great. I'm gonna run up, and I'm gonna cast Green Flame Blade.
Alright. And swing with your whip? Or your...
Yep. Chain Whip.
Okay. $12 does
Never
not
mind, I'm not.
Does not hit. You got an extra attack though.
Yes, I do.
Oh,
no,
but
because
you're doing Green Flame Blade instead.
Okay.
Yep. Shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
never mind. Malra.
Time to run in and attack.
Yup. Malrock Doom Rider. $29 hits. You can add a D4, remember? There is a possibility if you get a 4 on that second roll. Nope. Okay. Alright. So yeah, 1 hit. Malrock, what you doing? Are you calculating what your damage is going to be?
Yeah, I was just trying to check and see what I had for damage and spells quick.
So,
is he undead?
Is he what?
Undead.
No.
Okay. I'll go ahead and add a level 1 Divine Smite.
I just realized something, Malrock. You have an ability called Favored by the Gods. That failed to hit. You can add 2d4 to see if you can turn it into a hit.
Ooh.
But that would be your one use of that until you rest again.
Why not try it out?
Yeah.
So roll a 4?
2d4. No. Okay. So it is still just going to be 1d8 plus 6 plus 2d8, I'm assuming, if you're Divine Smiting. Right?
Yes, but with the Holy Avenger, it'll be...
Oh, yeah. Holy Avenger. Cool. Do it. 28. Yep, you just one-shot a Dwergar. The Dwerger are still surprised. Is Malrock doing anything else before I pass over to Dion? I think he must be done. Dion!
Cool. So assuming that they've hit this has all happened to like the two closest ones of them.
Okay.
The two that are already frightened, right?
The two that are frightened have been hit by Scarlet and Sooty in melee. So they're and then Malrock charged in and just took down a third one. So there are 2 frightened and injured Duergar and 2 uninjured Duergar.
Okay, so one of the uninjured is what I'm going to target, which I know seems ridiculous, but there's a reason.
Okay.
See if I can hit.
Oof. 1 hit. But you also...
Yeah, I know.
What were you attacking with, by the way?
Eldritch Blast.
Okay. So 1 blast goes off.
One of these days it's not going to matter. Swear to God, not matter.
You hear off in the distance.
Okay, so you take 5. How much does the Duergar take?
Leaving me with 6 temporary HP. This is why I activate my one thing. I will be changing the one that hits the Duergar and get a wisdom saving throw from him to resist being frightened.
Alright.
Oh. I should have done it the right way. My characters just don't.
What are you trying to do?
I was going to hex him.
You can hex. You can hex. Okay, so failed on the frightened.
Yep. So now there are 3 frightened, or at least in the next turn.
Mm-hmm. Hex offender, really? Wow. 24. Okay.
Yeah, but then again, it might not even matter because I even don't kill.
Okay, that Duergar went from feeling fine to looking like a strong breeze could knock him down.
No wonder he's frightened.
Mm-hmm. Fuck, where did you come from?
Right. On that, I end my turn.
The gnomes, seeing that they're being liberated, turn around and start attacking their oppressors. 20 plus 4. And 3 of those hits. So that's gonna be 3d8 plus 6. Okay, so he definitely goes down to under a torrent of war-pick blows. The next group of Snufneblin, Svirfneblin, 4. Only one of those hits, and D8 plus 2. That's 4 points of damage to that one. And one of those gnomes also takes 6 points of damage himself from friendly fire. 5d20 plus 4. Woohoo!
I still have a ton of calls if anybody needs me to do anything.
3d8 plus 6
I've done all I
on
want
that
to do.
one. The last healthy Duergar goes down. But one of those d8 plus 2
Do you mean to take any more or?
takes 8. And 5d20 plus 4.
Sorry?
Nice. 48 plus 6. Ah! 27. Oh, yeah.
How are you doing, Matt?
Okay, so that's more than enough cleave damage to... Yeah, so you see the angry little gnomes just swarm over the Duergar and stab them a bits with their picks.
Yay!
Not much, I don't think.
Surprising.
Nightwatch's turn. What do you do?
Okay, I'm going to. How many Duergar are left?
0.
Okay. I'll just say to the Snurf Nibble and say, "We have come to rescue you."
Dan humps.
Turn to him like, "Oh,
What are you made from?
You free little snurf neblins.
I'm gonna stand behind that corner over there."
Yeah, but
And
watch,
just
no,
walks away.
You
out
look-
of the cave, not to watch what's about to happen.
Nightwatch doesn't want to watch what happens.
And gonna start praying
Hey.
to Soluna, asking for forgiveness.
Hey, don't walk away from me. I'm talking to you.
Do you want me to take some of those?
I want to
I
know
am
what
a
you're made
turn.
from.
I thought I was going out, but
Sorry?
we only have half an hour till
I am
the
a
goats
turn.
fire, so.
Ebba, your turn. What do you do?
I say, be free, snurf neblins. Run away, quick. We'll take
Nah.
care of these Duergar for you. It'll be like nothing ever happened.
The Duergar are already taken care of. There's a rich mine,
Yeah.
rich vein here. We can take it for ourselves. We don't have to hand any of it over to them. It's great. Now you're not planning on taking it from us, are you?
No, but I think you should. We need to do something to the Duergar.
Do what you want.
We've got a job. That's what I'm going to do on my turn.
Okay. Scarlet. All the Duergar are down. You're still angry. Do you want to start attacking the deep gnomes? Or do you want to...
I want to say yes, but I feel like that's a bad idea.
There's 25 of them.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm not going to bite off more than I can chew there.
So you're standing down, dropping your reg.
Please back up.
Can I
Please
just like
back up. Please
yell at
back up.
them?
Please back up.
I suggest back up.
What kind of ore vein is it?
Why do you want to know? The only reason why it'd be of any interest to you is if you plan to take it from us.
Well, depending on what kind of ore it is, might have an interest in it.
Is the mule really trying to chew the hands off the Dwerga? Wow. That's gonna be messy. That's gonna be messy.
Nah, the skin's tough.
Crunch.
Tunnel. Get out of the tunnel. Get out of the tunnel.
Iru, what are you doing?
I'm gonna look over at Deanne like, do we? He doesn't say that out loud. He looks like looking for permission.
Deanne's eyes are glowing an evil red.
I guess that's a cue. So the question is, there's a lot of them. Do I waste? It's not really a waste. Anyone, like, out of character, does anyone got a problem if I do this?
I believe Nightwatch and Ebba would be upset if you killed all the gnomes.
Nightwatch and Emma.
Ebba.
But as a player, I'm okay with it.
Nightwatch went and walked away. She's going to ignore what we do.
Yep.
What you gonna do?
Screw it. Dragon's Breath.
So you're gonna cast Dragon's Breath on one of the gnomes?
It's a 15-foot cube. Not cube, cone.
No, it's not. First you have to cast it.
On myself.
You're casting it on yourself. Okay.
Yeah, and then as an action, I'm going to use it. Sorry.
I was just messing because, you know, I was
Yeah.
want to see if I could catch you out with that. But anyway, what flavor?
This is going to be lightning.
Very, very frightening. Okay. So you're going to try and zap a couple of gnomes.
Yeah.
Let's make it 3. Plus 2. 5, 9, and 12. All fail. 3d6 damage.
10.
Assuming you were including the 2 that already hurt themselves, you've taken 2 out.
Woohoo! That's my turn.
And done 10 points of damage to a third. Okay.
I'm not a good person. I'm not a good person.
Hey, we're the evil party members. We did the dirty work. The good ones don't have to.
Malrock,
I know.
you've just seen Aru lightning breath 3 of the gnomes, knocking 2 of the gnomes out in the process. Are you going to join in with the gnome killing spree, or are you going to try and stop Aru from killing any more? Malrock. Rob.
How would Magister feel about us doing this?
There's a bunch of breathers only a few yards from the Necropolis. They don't belong here.
Then I will join in with Aru.
All right. Slaughter.
More Marok.
Melrock.
What you gonna do then? You just gonna 2 attacks?
Smack it.
Yes, just start swinging the longsword.
Woo! 2 iterations of D20 plus 7. Is it more evil if just to cut off their eyes and hands and let them live? Yes, that would be much more evil.
That's like asking, is it more evil to cripple them and make them suffer for the rest of their life, or let them die?
Yeah.
Options.
I mean, what's your lifespan?
No, probably not long if you leave them blind in the Underdark.
Ew.
Anyway.
Or we let them die to something else.
Normally they live at least 250 years, but if you blind them and leave them with no hands in the Underdark, I'd say 5 minutes.
Both of those hit, by the way, Malrock. Obviously.
And I will do both with a Divine Smite, just to get it done quick.
Oh. Okay. Let me just do a bit of quick math here. Divided by 16. That takes out 3. I'm curious exactly what 16 times 3. Okay, yeah. That takes out 3. You cleave through 3 gnomes.
Can we just make it that I cut off their 3 heads in the one swing?
Yeah, that's so cool. Absolutely. Okay. So after that would be the Duergar, but they're already down. Dian!
How deep is the tunnel?
How deep would you like it? Sorry.
I would like it. I would like it so that I don't envelop my party members who are in the front line in what I'm about to do.
Oh no! Yeah, they're yeah. The gnomes surround the party, so yeah. Now, on the plus side, the gnomes only have 16 hit points each. So, I'm sure you can... Well, if you can temper your attack so that it's enough to take out the gnomes, but only hurt the rest of the party rather than knock them out.
Wait, the gnomes? The gnomes go for the 3 that are in melee combat with them.
By the way, there are only 20 gnomes left.
I draw Hunger of Hadar.
Hunger of Hadar. .24 radius sphere, yeah. So everything goes black, and you can all hear the, well, apart from Ebba, who's not in the room, soft whispers and slurping noises. So any creature that starts its turn, yeah, there's no save. Okay. Nobody needs to roll yet. Yeah, Magister will not allow living creatures this close to Necropolis to exist. You doing anything else, Diane?
No. That's gonna be my turn.
And you're not in there, are you? You held back, right?
Yep. I've been by the carts or whatever.
Yeah.
Firing long.
You and Eber are, yeah. So, it's the gnomes next. Could you first roll 2d6 cold damage? Six. Another one's down. And the other... they begin just panicking and screaming and groping around in the dark. Roll another 2d6. 7.
I was hoping to roll better. Sorry.
Night Watch. At the beginning of your... Oh, you're not in the room. You left the room. So you've seen what Diane has done.
Uh-huh.
What do you do?
I cast Moonbeam on the exit.
So anybody trying to escape has to go through the Moonbeam.
Yeah.
Nice. Ebba, you are also not in the room. What do you do?
Ian actually turns to Night Watch and says, "Our people!"
Let me have my morals, Deanne, please.
Okay.
Let me kill our friend.
I'm letting you do this, and I'm slightly helping, so let's just leave it at that, please. They cannot escape.
Ebba, you see what Diane and Nightwatch have done. What do you do?
Doesn't really know what to do. Like everything's descended into chaos around her. She thought that we'd liberated the gnomes. Now everyone's fighting, and I put it out there. She's rationalising that someone must have seen one of the gnomes, like about to attack or something. Something must have happened that she didn't notice. But obviously she knows that her friends are down in the tunnel as well. Can I see any of the gnomes?
Nope, because it's pitch black.
Yep.
It's magical darkness. You can't see through it even with dark vision.
How does all the dead work? Do I have to be able to see the creatures?
Let's see. For whom the bell tolls. You pointed at one creature you can see within range.
Oh yeah, I can see. Yeah.
That target makes a wisdom save.
I'll just hold my action.
Okay. For anybody that manages to make it through.
I can't see anyone to hit them, and I haven't got any spells to help. I'm purely a destruction machine at this point. So...
Speaking of destruction machines, Scarlet, you can't see a fucking thing. But you were within 5 feet of a gnome. If you choose to...
I'm gonna start swinging.
Sorry?
I'm gonna start swinging.
Alright. So... normally it would be with disadvantage, but if you reckless attack,
Do 3 seconds.
that's going to cancel it out. So,
Do I need to re-roll my damage, Anthony?
yes, you'll need to roll the damage on Scarlet at the beginning of her turn. Yes. Okay, so Scarlet, you've taken 5 points of cold damage. Oh, wait a minute, you're a method. You're a magma method.
Yeah.
So
how would that work?
I will tell you in a moment. So you are vulnerable to the cold, so you actually take 10 points of cold damage. Since you're not raging anymore, you do take all 10. And then you sorry?
Well, poop.
That's okay, you got plenty. But go ahead and do your 2 attacks with your great axe. Straight rolls, so 2 iterations of d20 plus 7. No ADV this time. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Exclamation RR space 2 space d20 plus 7.
I really am. I hate hurting the party. It's just
There
the
we
spell. The best spell to use in a big group has a ridiculous radius of effect.
1d12 plus 4, please, Scarlet. Oh, she also has Bless. What is...
Yeah.
Bless adds a d4, doesn't it? So, roll a d4, please, Scarlet, and we'll add it to the 13. My little buttercup.
Just type straight, just D4.
Yeah, just
instead of the
exclamation R. Yeah, exclamation R space D4. Sorry. As we want to see. Okay, 4. So that would bring it to 2 hits, not just 1. So now you're doing 2 D12 plus 8. So exclamation R space 2 D12 plus 8.
Me?
29. Which, let's see, since they've got only
3 hit points left.
3 hit points each, yeah. So 29 divided by 3. That's 9. 9 gnomes. There's only 10 left. So the rest of you here, you know, the gnomes go down in the dark. However, at the end of your turn, you take another 2d6 of bludgeoning.
She needs to make a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 acid.
2d6 acid, okay. Yeah. So could you roll... and you can't see it, so the danger sense wouldn't work. But yeah, so d20 plus 2, please, Scarlet.
Plus a d4, because she is blessed.
Plus the d4, yeah. So d20 plus 2 plus d4. Please, Scarlet.
Yummy.
Sylvia, you getting up as well? Or are you going with...
Malloc is dead.
You come up to...
Oh! If I'm within 10 feet, another plus 3.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. So it's actually d20 plus 5 plus d4. Gotcha.
Which can make a big difference because I have the highest save.
11.
Yeah, that was unfortunately.
2d6 of acid. Thankfully, she's not vulnerable to acid. 11.
Holy.
So Scarlet's down to 54.
Ouch. And now I'm really good an ass.
Sooty is going to take 2d6 cold damage at the beginning of the turn, and Mules.
Well, then I'll have to pick my unconscious body up and
Mule. Mules have 11 hit points.
Well, she's still in wild.
So you're still a mule.
Fine.
Yeah.
You got 2 hit points left in your mule form. You can't see shit though, so if you attack, you're going to be doing so blind, so with disadvantage.
Okay, who turned out the lights?
That would be Diane.
Would be Diane.
Dion. So, are you attacking, Sati? Or are you just braying in the dark? Sorry?
I is attacking.
Okay. Do your roll. D20 plus 4 with disadvantage.
Okay.
No, it's D20 plus 2, sorry, with disadvantage.
I don't hit, I don't think.
No, you don't. So, yeah, that's your turn. Well, also make a dex save. And your mule dex is plus nothing. So straight D20. Oh,
Have advantage on dex saves.
sorry?
Mules have advantage on dex saves.
Advantage on
The
straight.
mule has
Against
advantage on
if it would be knocked prone. It's not, you're not being knocked prone. But you do get the plus 3 from being close to Malrock. So D20 plus 3. Yeah, 14. Cool.
Unfortunately, that is not a pass.
Not enough. So 2 more D6.
Because
7 points of damage, which means Sooty is now Sooty again, and Sooty has taken 5 points of damage. So you're at 47. And
put one on a box, but I'll go
Aru.
I hate the fact that a few times I hate the fact that my save is a 16.
Hey, don't worry.
Put iron in there.
I have
In the
one,
wagon.
so I can see it.
I'm just gonna go check the boxes. Yeah.
Aru's taking cold damage first.
Yep, I'm taking cold.
9.
9. Let's see. Thank you. Minus 9. I'm going to do Dragon's Breath again. As an action. Again.
Okay. So you do a foosh, and the gnomes that you would have caught in the blast are already down, so you don't hit anything.
I have blind sight, so I can see where they are to aim it.
Oh, okay then. So you're gonna move over to where some gnomes are, and foosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I put
how many?
one
Okay.
stack, or a couple of stacks in one of the boxes.
So you get 3 of them. Dex is plus 2. They don't see you, so I'm going to say they have disadvantage. 3, 6, and 12.
6 and 12, and it is a... they all fail.
Of course they do. How much damage?
16 cold. Not cold, lightning.
16 lightning.
Yeah.
That's overkill. Screw it. 16 divided by 3. Yeah. So, even though you aimed at 3, the lightning leaps and takes down 2 more as they fall back and stumble into their friends. Only 5 gnomes still standing. At the end of your turn, Aru, you need to make a dex save to avoid the tentacle pawn.
7. That's a D10. Do not send that message. 22.
Yay! Makes sense.
Jake, you do not take the damage from the
Tentacle pawn.
Yep. I'm just that good.
Malrock takes cold damage. Malrock only takes 2 cold damage. Woo! And then Malrock, you can't see shit. You've heard, screams of pain and agony. Lightning zaps. You've heard mules attacking you. You've heard the whoosh, the swoosh of Scarlet's axe. Probably a little too close for comfort in the case of the axe. What do you do?
I guess I'll just swing for whatever I can hope for.
Disadvantage. I think it's stupid. One hit. Okay, if you move out of the darkness...
I don't think you can make it. It's difficult terrain in the 20-foot radius. I'm not sure he makes it out.
Yeah, but even if he does, he'd need to make a con save or take 2d10 radiant damage from the moonbeam.
Ew. True.
So let's say that you stumble around in the dark, find a wall instead of the exit. Make a dex save to avoid the tentacles. Please, Malrock. Ten. Dion?
Wait, use the Holy Avenger light aura as a way out?
Does the
nothing can illuminate the darkness of Hunger Hadar. No magic or natural light. It's the darkness between stars. The spell is wickedly stupid.
Yeah. If it was regular magic darkness, then yes. But Hunger of Hadar is too powerful.
Because you are holding the Holy Avenger, and it is a magical effect, you should have advantage on... You and anybody within 10, you should have advantage on your saving throw.
Oh, the dex save? Okay.
Yeah, on the dex save.
Yeah.
Because the Holy Avenger grants advantage on...
Okay.
Oh, sure, right?
Wow. Reroll that d20 because you have advantage.
I think that was because he got that one above.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, well,
you still take the acid damage, sadly. 6 points. And then it would be Dion.
Okay.
Dion.
I've got a weird question as to how things well, at this point there's been a lot of death, so I'm going to go ahead and drop Hunger Hadar. so everybody can see.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
The
Please, everyone.
one remaining acid burned and beaten gnome looks around at the pile of bodies that used to be his comrades and screams.
Oh no.
And oh Jesus effing hell!
Okay, you're going to explode the last remaining gnome. Wait.
So I'm changing the damage type on that second one to necrotic damage.
Minus fortune, please.
So it's 6 10 in total, you monster!
So that is 1d10 for that, and then 4d10 for 5d10 plus 8. Or 32.
Yeah, that...
Force and necrotic damage.
Even if he had full hit points, he'd be dead. Not just unconscious, but dead. You destroy the last remaining gnome mid-scream. Alright. So on the bright note, since there are a total of 30 individuals laying dead or unconscious in this room, that means you have 30 pairs of hands and 30 pairs of eyeballs you can harvest.
No, wait, it will be times 2, so it'd be 60.
Well, that's why I'm saying pairs of. So it'd be total of 60 hands and a total of 60 eyeballs.
I was going to say something loud enough that Ebba and Nightwatch can hear. These dumbasses really shouldn't have muttered about backstabbing us for our loot while we were being nice.
Insight.
These are people who are used to being treated like shit.
Rolling deception.
But not anymore, because they're another dead.
Nightwatch believes me for the first time.
So that's your excuse, is they shouldn't have badmouthed, basically.
They also shouldn't have been just a stone's throw away from the Necropolis.
Yeah, that's that was Malrock's argument that they were way too close to the Necropolis. Now it's possible that they were only there because the Duergar pulled them there, but they were quite happy to keep mining that spot, even after the Duergar were gone.
Yep. So, alright.
Of this spot, can I inspect the ore they were mining?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Feel free to do an investigation of the rock face.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all still in the tavern.
14.
You find a dull grey metal.
We put it inside. What was it you needed again?
Why were they so excited about iron?
I could get that for you. 4 stacks iron.
Did you say iron?
Malrock also investigates, apparently, and despite having a -1, correctly identifies the ore not as iron, but as adamantine.
I'll go get it for him from upstairs.
Yeah.
Grab a pickaxe! Well, there's 25 pickaxes in the room.
Aru goes straight to grabbing a pickaxe and he's working on that shit.
Where are you gonna put it?
Well, they're doing that.
Your wagons are full of dirt at the moment.
Yeah. We can come back.
I will empty out my bag to put this adamantine, this stuff in it.
You know we can come back here only a stone's throw
You
away.
will be coming back this way. Yeah.
Yeah, but also it can be discovered while we're away.
Yes, it could be. It's...
The undead, most of the Necropolis isn't going to care. The Durgar, especially if we leave the bodies here, no one's going to keep trying to get it. They're going to see this kind of death. Anyway, Anthony, how many souls can I gather as I remove hands and eyeballs with my dagger?
I think... I'm sorry, what was that, Sooty?
Sorry, carry on, Jeff. I'll ask her.
No,
Go ahead.
I want to know.
Is there dirt in the area? Because I can cover it up with mold earth.
Yeah, you've got 3 carts full of dirt. It's technically fertilizer, but it's dirt.
I guess we could.
That would look a little suspicious to have a, like, part of the cave wall just be a wall of compost. But
That's why I was asking for dirt, not for compost.
okay, there may be like gravel because they've been mining, so there would be gravel and small rocks that they've what.
Spoil.
Yeah. So, the majority of the Adorga and gnomes were just knocked unconscious rather than killed outright. So, even allowing for a few failed death saves, I would say roll a d20 to see how many souls you get.
Okay. That's fair.
D20 plus 5. D20 plus 5.
It's okay, Sooty.
8. Oof. Okay.
That's fine. I'm cool with that, because I am doing this while actually removing hands and eyeballs, so I may be slower getting that 4 alive. I'm not just running around stab.
Fair. So can you turn the bodies into compost?
I think that would be up to the DM.
That would require some way of accelerating their decay process. Does anybody have the ability to speed up time on these corpses to make them decay faster?
Question?
Go on.
If I pump the body's product energy, would that speed their decay?
You're breaking up, but I'm assuming you said pump the bodies full of necrotic energy?
Like if
rather than hump, which is what I heard.
No, pump. Yeah, no.
I mean, they both sound pretty bad, but
yeah. I get what you're saying.
Sorry.
Theoretically, if I know technically it says it has to be a creature, but if I Eldritch Blast bodies while in form of dread and change it to necrotic,
it depends. Necrotic energy is a bit unpredictable. You might end up animating them.
We are that close to the Necropolis, so yeah. Never mind. It was a thought. I was trying to help. I wasn't sure, so I thought I'd ask a question.
Yeah.
It's all fair.
Maybe we just rolled bodies into the Necropolis?
Aru, you do already find a sack full of already mined adamantine ore.
Yoink! Over the shoulder this sack goes. Aru's got new projects to make.
Boy, oh boy, that's exciting.
anybody making some poles?
Some what?
Some pole. Some pikes.
Poles. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What do you have in mind? Because
I'm going to remove the eyeless heads. And I'm going to put them on pike entry.
gross.
Guys, I have a
Scarlet has some javelins that she might be willing to part with.
I got a suggestion that Sudi could help with.
Yes.
Sudi has the reaction that causes damage to creatures. Because she's a spore druid, and that's their thing is like rotting. Could she use that to speed up, like rot the bodies?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's going to take a while for the mushrooms to break down the corpses, but it would speed it up. Yeah. Yeah. So Sooty could fill the bodies with spores. Malrock's also saying I can give up my javelins for a price.
You're getting Antimantine 4. You could have new javelins out of 4.
I'll give up my javelins if needed, but I'm not touching eyes, said Scarlet. That's probably a good idea that Scarlet, if you...
No one asked.
If, you can chop...
anybody else?
Scarlet, you can chop our hands off at the wrist with your axe, but if you try to actually touch the flesh with your fingers, it's going to burn. So you're gonna cook it. If you tried to gouge out some eyes, you'd end up boiling them, and yeah, it's probably for the best that you don't touch the eyeballs at all. Yeah. Combo trying time magic with the mushrooms, some sort of spit it up. What time magic are you using, Aru?
Thinking of like, I don't have any specific spells, but like, could I expend like a spell slot or two with chronology, being a time wizard, to like try to just generally speed up time?
What's the chronology magic specific ability? Because every school has this like a specific.
The specific ability lets me rewind time to make them re-roll a skill check, attack roll, or
but not speed it up.
I mean, it doesn't say rewind or speed up. Change time is the word.
Change time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So to speed up Sudi's ability, just to decay them faster.
I'm so...
Well, Dan?
I'm still at a loss as to why we're trying to decay the body.
Because Sooty asked for dirt so that she could use mold earth to seal the entrance to the cave so that no one else would see it. But of course, Deanne, your plan is to instead deter people from coming into the cave by putting heads on pikes in front of it. So we don't... If you all think that that's going to work...
That doesn't... That wouldn't require any of us to expend any sort of resources at this point that we may need as we travel further.
This is true.
But if everybody else is, like, between the mining and whatever else they want to do, they want to hide it with mold earth, I'm not going to stop them.
But it probably is going to be an expensive use of spell slots to do that. Yeah.
I mean, I don't focus on using spells, so I don't mind spending most, if not all, my spell slots to do this with time magic or stuff.
Why not both ideas? Because, okay. If you...
Oh, I see. So make a wall and then shove the spike so to get through the wall they see this.
Well, this is the thing. Like, if you... It was going to be, in my opinion, it was going to be conspicuous to have the entrance filled up with dirt anyway, because dirt has a different texture to rock. But to also plant the heads on pikes in front of it, that's like showing that that's going to give them a reason to look. But yeah, you're definitely overthinking it. Sooty, you were trying to say something there.
I didn't realise I was on mute. I'll just say, maybe go with the head idea, or...
The head idea? Yes. Now...
That's why you weren't talking. You thought you were on mute. You didn't know you were on mute.
Nightwatch. You do have a good insight.
Yeah.
Putting rotting flesh on sticks would be kind of waving a lollipop under the nose of the ghouls, wouldn't it?
Yeah, guys, this would just make like a lure for the ghouls, so... Okay. How about we just burn the bodies to get rid of the evidence and just chuck the bones into the cave system behind us? Then the necrotic energy will eventually soak up and just have the bones reanimate. Or we could have them for Ebba and Sooty for later usage.
True, they do need bones for their animate dead.
Or just normal zombies.
Wait, could we just... Wait. I'm gonna go into the cart and... Wait, okay. How, like, open is this ore vein? Like, would you have to actively look at the wall and examine it to see it?
This is
something you want.
Imagine, okay, there's a off the side of the main tunnel, there is a small side passage that leads to an open rock face. So the room that you're currently in is bigger, but the passage that leads into it is... If you hadn't heard them mining, you probably wouldn't even notice that the passage is there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Unless you see something that might draw your attention to it, like heads on spikes.
Okay.
I don't have enough cones of shame for the ghouls.
Hey, Aru, quick question.
Yes?
Is your artificer thing allows you to make multiple, bags of holding?
Rule-wise, no.
How many infusions can you make at the moment?
2.
Alright, so in theory you could have 2 bags of holding. But if you make a third, one of them ceases to be a bag of holding.
I can make 2, but Deanne loses his armor, special armor. Wait, no, you took that off. Never mind. Yeah, I'll make 2 bags.
Yeah.
I forgot. I infused Deanne's armor, so I have an infusion slot back. You little...
That's why I tried to make it very obvious that Deanne is no longer wearing his armor. But it's actually better protected.
I forgot I infused your armor when you were describing that.
Fair enough. So...
Shove the bodies in the hole.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So you've collected hands...
Bodies out in the open. Yeah.
You've collected hands, you've collected eyes, you've collected some adamantine. Time to keep going?
Yes.
Yep. Let's go. I'm gonna hang around here with the smells of death and disappointment.
And ghoul buffet.
as we're going, Anthony,
Yeah.
I'd like to start slamming some terraskine together. Like the blacksmith said, to try to sharpen it or whatever.
Oh. All right.
So I'm just doing that, like clank, 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 like a toddler playing with blocks of wood.
Yeah, that was never going to work because at least one of them would have to be like on a super hard surface. Like your two hands have got too much give, and so is the cart. Like, even if you put it against the wall, that's just not going to do anything, in my opinion.
It might not, but Aru's still going to try. Just as we're traveling, just hitting them each other with force from each of his hands.
Yeah. So you're just banging rocks together.
Yep.
Like maracas.
Yeah, rock sharpening is absolutely a thing. You can knock flint together and sharpen it up, but this is a little bit tougher than.
Yeah. We have plenty of time. Bang.
So you're going to drive people nuts. I mean, you're going to be spending the rest of the journey going click, 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 click.
This was why Ebba was trying to put him off doing it. I was like, please don't do that. But I got to give him a reason why not to.
Okay. I'm going to. I don't think I have anything in my inventory that I could use.
Can anyone cast silence on him?
Aru doesn't mind the sound because he's used to slamming against metal with his hammer, so he's just. He does not understand why everyone's upset at him.
Like announcing our presence to every single nasty creature.
Oh, don't worry. The noise of the wagons moving themselves is still going to be louder than the click, 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 click. But
is going to she'll wild shape into a warhorse, and eventually she'll get fed up of the clanging and just stop moving until he stops clanging.
Aww. Fine.
And Sooty just looks at the rest of the party as if to say, and that's how you shut him up.
I will say at one point he started making the beats as if he was playing a drum set. Just making random, instead of having a rhythm to it, like bang 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 bang. So it's even more annoying.
I was just gonna say it's like the drums in Doctor Who. Ba da 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 da.
I probably could do it. I'm not going to.
What were you thinking?
That if he hadn't stopped soon, I was going to use my ability to spider climb to walk on the side.
You'd be literally driving Diane up the wall.
Up and go, if you don't stop, I'm going to get a boost from you.
Yep, exactly, Malrock. War has a very nice form to take. Yes, it's also, yeah, close to a working horse. Nightwatch had two of her music players on her ears.
Oh, Norbert was on my lap, so he had to hear this the most.
He'd be watching with fascination. He can turn his ears off if he wants to.
Oh yeah, true.
You can do that, Norbert?
What?
Just going back to listening to music.
Anyway.
If they start clanging again, I'll stop again.
Okay. Okay, after a little,
They can't put it down.
quite a lot more journeying, you find yourself, that you've been traveling upwards for quite some time. You can hear sounds of water and a low humming drone up ahead. What'd you do?
I sit in my bat.
I'm sorry?
I have a perception check, and I said I'm sending out my bat.
You're sending out your bat. Okay.
Yeah.
Ebba, do perception checks.
Ebba's
Yeah.
It's just water dripping. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. It's the sound of the ocean. It's fine.
Yep. Nothing.
Sorry, that's my flask.
Yeah. So you, Dion is sending his bat, to take a look. Flap, 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 flap. Night watch. In the meantime, you do, make out, yes, the sounds of an ocean. It sounds like, sounds like the sea cave, basically, like the entire side of the sea cave. You also, the droning though sounds like some sort of engine, out idling engine. You haven't heard a lot of. Well, you actually have. You probably would recognize the sound of a idling mechanical engine, given that your experience with Dimble Gimbal and everything. So yeah, you there's some great machine up ahead, and of course the bat would presumably fly towards the sound and find themselves in a. So it's again, it's a side passage off the main road, but it's a sea cave, and there's a couple of more of standard-ish ships in this underwater harbour, but there are also a couple of vessels that look like gigantic sea anemone shells and strange tentacle-faced creatures floating around, moving cargo from these ships into the dark recesses of the cave.
If it's within 100 feet, I'm going to be able to see what the bat is seeing, because I'll drop my thing for 6 seconds. I will then call my bat back, like, we need to be careful. The droning is ship, and it's a lifted ship. It has to be. They're the only tentacle-faced things I know.
Oh boy.
Oh God, not them again.
Well, I mean, we are exiting out. They were said to be occupying the sea caves in between Port Hall and Radon. So there was always a chance to run into them. I just didn't think it was going to be this bad.
Now, the upside of the droning engine sound is that they probably wouldn't even notice the sound of your cart going past. However, Mindflayers don't just rely on hearing, do they?
No, they don't. Did and I know what the answer is going to be. Did any of the creatures floating around appear to be the one in particular?
Now, are you referring to the dead one?
Were any of them wearing anything?
Sorry?
Or did they just look? Did any of them appear to be wearing anything fancy? Or did they just appear to be your standard?
They're standard Mindflayer drones.
Okay. The good news is the ones that are here appear to be, I mean, as good as this can be, is that they are no more dangerous than any of the than the standard variety already dealt with. But
Can you all make wisdom saves? As you feel something probe your minds. Wisdom save.
I don't get that.
Wisdoms?
Wisdom save.
Not charisma? Wisdom?
Wisdom.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna use my reaction for Chronergy. Reroll that, Ebba. Not much better.
That's okay.
No.
So,
At least it wasn't a critical fail, though.
it's okay. So you've Ebba and Diane in particular, and Aru as well. You feel these tendrils creep through your mind and find your interaction with the Ulithrid from the other hive. And you get the sense that this presence considers you an ally, and you feel it retreat from your minds.
Aru sighs in relief.
I'm not as trusting Aru.
Well, for now, they won't attack. Hopefully,
I'm not saying I'm going to do anything stupid. Like, this is one of the times where the player may sound like he's about to do something
stupid,
fucking dumb, but the only thing I was going to do was fake my medallion so that I can tell if their minds move closer to us, like, they were lying, by putting up my own detect thoughts.
Ah, okay. Yeah. They're just the hive continues to go about its business, moving around like ants. Still aware of you, but allowing you to pass. That makes sense?
Yeah,
Yep.
Because I don't think piloting a car counts as not strenuous activity. So we haven't had a chance to have any kind of...
No. But you continue on your way, leaving the minds of the much larger hive and its elder brain behind.
we're not that stupid to challenge that.
Yeah.
Right, Ebba in Night Watch?
Yeah, let's not do that. Ever say the memory of the last time is quite clear in my mind still.
The Warhol says grr.
I can't move after there. We can't guarantee your safety.
I can't guarantee that if I find the Alhoon alone, I'm not going to try to take it out, though.
The that don't belong up
Well,
here.
I don't mind help.
So, as you continue on your way, the cave there's a well, actually, Sooty would recognize exactly what this dusty cloud is ahead. There are spores in the corridor. You do see a couple of different kinds of fungi sprouting from the walls. What do you guys want to
Sooty
do?
will stop moving and like flick her raisin tail as if to say, "Hold up."
I feel like I'm in one of those, like, when you, like, in those films with animals, you're like, hey, what is it? What is it, girl?
Stomp.
Nay.
I use my rod. Oh, I know what that was. Yeah.
Yep, I get a spell slot back. I just didn't want to interrupt the flow of the game.
That's fine. What do you do to activate your rod? Does it require any particular motion, or do you just have to touch it to get it activated?
I assume.
How sensitive is your rod? I'm sorry.
I assume it has a command word for that shit.
Yeah, I'm just teasing. Anyway,
no, I wasn't going to take the bait.
Do I try something?
Do you want to touch his rod?
No, I don't touch this rod.
Jesus.
Guessing that
Well, let's all touch the rod.
Oh my god.
Anyway, what are we doing about the spores in the and the rest of you? Yeah, you just see the clouds of stuff. If you want to roll Arcana or Nature to see if you know what they are, by all means do.
As we have to keep making jokes, Sooty's drinking water.
14.
Oh wow.
Malrock gets it again! Nice!
Rob, you don't got the best in that stat, but apparently you have the best roll.
Rolling the nat 20s! Nice.
He has the best out of food today. Oh my goodness.
You recognize the cloud of mushroom spores ahead as well. Fungal spores. Whether you think this is good news or bad news is up to you. What do you do, Malrock?
What are they?
Sooty, if we can barely hear you, I think you're trying to say something, but I can...
Kind of check. Was it? Sorry, I was choking.
What kind of check was it?
Yeah, I didn't hear because I was choking.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You already identified it. Malrock, there's a cloud of spores up ahead, and Sooty, in her horse form, has stopped and is refusing to go any further. What do you do, Malrock?
I know that's a big cloud of dust.
Yeah, you know it's just, that's why I'm trying to get Malrock to unmute himself and tell me what he thinks. There we go.
Would we know about the whole telepathy spores?
You don't know. These spores could be any kind of spores from any kind of fungus. You don't know it's necessarily those spores. But I'll tell you what, if you do well on a history check as well,
another -1.
Mm-hmm. No. Nope. You just know they're spores. And given that you're...
Sooty, either sees or...
Reborn. Do you want to use your knowledge from a past life? Add a d6 to that, Malrock?
Yeah. Might as well.
Yes. Nice! Okay, that makes it up to a 17. So yes, you have heard that about the Cavern of One Mind, and that it's occupied by the Myconids. And the reason why it's called the Cavern of One Mind is because they send out these spores to allow a telepathic communication and see if you're cool. And if they think you're cool and groovy, they let you in.
You're definitely cool.
In my opinion, that means it's harmless. So I'll say that out loud, that I think the spores are part of the Cavern of Mind and that they're essentially harmless, especially if we're undead.
I'm not undead.
No, but you're Fey. And the Cavern of One Mind is where the portal to the Feywild is.
Oh yeah.
So,
Ding 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 ding.
decision: are you going to willingly pass through these telepathic spores and allow your minds to be shared with the Myconid hive colony, or are you going to try and avoid it?
Wait, Scarlet might be a problem.
Why is that?
Would they like someone made of magma near them as a creature's a plant?
To be fair, any spores in her vicinity are probably gonna just...
Mm-hmm.
She's not gonna be able to... Go on, Dion.
I don't know. I don't remember if you actually have to breathe them in.
You do have to breathe them in, so if you don't breathe...
Yeah, 4 of us could technically go through them without even noticing it because we just stop breathing.
So it'd be just me and Tuti who will be detected.
That's a good point. Yeah. Because Scarlet does
And
breathe,
Susan
but...
decided for it.
Yeah. Begins to trot forward. She'd be floating towards the fire. I'll just hold my breath. It's a distraction, in my opinion. Okay. So, as you pass through, everyone else is unaffected, but Sooty and Aru feel this state of connection, of belonging, and they sense, rather than hear, a question. Are you cool?
Gonna give back a sense of happiness?
Alright. Are you gonna roll deception on that?
No, he's not generally angry or upset.
No, but you are a little psychotic, aren't you?
Oh yeah, true. So, yeah, damn. Let's see. 19.
You managed to hide your psychopathy. Fantastic. What about Sooty?
There is utter excitement going on in her head because she's chill with mushrooms, and these are mushroom people.
This is true. Okay.
So if anyone was in Sooty's head right now, should be getting overexcited. You would have never seen her so happy.
Both Sooty
Cool.
and Aru are aware of the directions that would lead you to the Cavern of One Mind.
Out of character, it'd lead us to, but don't we have to get to the...
You don't have to accept the invitation if you want to do your delivery first. By all means, explain that to the Myconids and keep on going.
We also might need a short rest.
This is also true. Do you want to just chill in the cavern for... I mean, we are actually coming up to the end of the game, so this would be a good place to put a pin in it and just chill in the cavern.
Guys, let's take a break here.
Among the floating spores.
Yep, very cozy.
Because he's not currently breathing, talking is going to be a little hard, so Deanna just answers thumbs up.
Yep, you need air to make words. This is true.
Oh.
Alright. So, Sooty, are you going to lead the cart into the cavern?
An overexcited Sooty might.
You're trotting happily into the cavern. Alright. So,
Because
the wagon train bumps and scrapes a little bit down this narrow side passage. And then you all come out into... Okay. And have any of you... those of you who've played Skyrim might know what sort of thing you'd see. Basically, you've got a forest inside a cave.
What incarnation?
There's a cute little hut. There's rocky outcroppings. There's large mushrooms bursting through the soil. There are trees. There are animals. And there are large walking mushroom people. And of course there are spores and fairies everywhere.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
The moth cave. Yeah.
Monkeys.
So.
Someone unhook Sooty, she might break the cart at this rate.
Yeah.
I'll unhook.
Whoever's on the front part, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm on the back, one of the back ones.
Yeah, I'm sure since Aru is currently telepathically connected to Sooty, he would know exactly what she needs and be able to let her go.
Oh,
She runs up like a rocket, probably grabbing Aru with her.
Rob, that is the moth cave, but Aru's apparently getting dragged to Sooty.
So yeah, Sooty and Aru are running around this this forest. The Myconids seem to mostly ignore the rest of you. They don't sense your presence, given that they're not. Their spores aren't penetrating your minds, so you can do whatever you want, I guess, until you breathe.
Yeah.
I would ask Sooty and Aru that are
affected. Yeah.
Yeah. I would ask them if it's safe.
Aru, is it safe?
Let me think. For you, it's safe. Deanne, don't breathe. Emma, go ahead. You're safe. Night Watch. Can you breathe? If
No.
you can, yeah. Yep.
No. Also, I was asking like, Night Watch is made of like partly wood parts. Has some
Yes.
wood parts. Would that be affected or?
No. I mean that it's sealed and varnished wood. It's not.
Okay, fair enough.
Everyone but Deanne can breathe. Deanne, don't you dare.
Except the Warforged doesn't have the capacity to breathe. Yeah.
Yeah. Deanne, nod your head if you understand.
Deanne is currently writing on a parchment. Holds up the note that says, "Wake me when we're done," and he just leans back.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna put a pin. We'll put a pin in it there. You can tell me what you do in this. Not technically fairyland yet, but the closest thing you get while still on the material plane. You know, the interface between Feywild and material in the RP chat. Those of you who have been listening, thank you. You're awesome. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and share the video around. And of course, you're welcome to join our community. There is a link in the description below to the Games and Geekery Discord server. And in the meantime, no matter what role you play, have a good